y'all doing? What's going on, honey? Have y'all been hearing what's going on in these streets? My girlfriend Rashida said, honey, it is a long 24 hours. If you do not know what goes on in the black hip hop community, honey, we gonna break it down for you. And guess what, girl? If we get it wrong, let us know. Call me, okay? Call me if you need somebody to talk to. Someone, nah, we ain't doing all that. But feel free to hit that number. Call in and say what you got to say about this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef because it ain't going nowhere. Okay. I thought it was just gonna be here and gone tomorrow, honey. Hell no. It got the spirit of Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop. And if you don't want to call in, you can feel free to hit that link. Okay. Hit that link at the top and hit us on StreamYard. Honey, let me give y'all a breakdown what this show is going to be about today. First, everybody and their mama talking about Drake. Did you hear that Drake got a secret child, girl? Yes, honey. Drake got a lot of secrets. Yes, he does. A secret child. What? Kendrick Lamar said Drake do not like black women, honey, and he's a whole white man. Okay, Rick Ross said he white, he ain't black, y'all, and he don't like black women. Using black women in his videos and making them do all this type of freaky stuff and having all these kids out of wedlock. Girl, what type of man are y'all putting on the throne? What type of man are y'all supporting? Okay. Then they tell me that, honey, he's a whole pedo. Yeah, girl. Kendrick Lamar said Drake ain't nothing but another Ivory Weinstein. Okay. Honey, what? Then everybody talking about some, yeah, girl, Drake, he be doing it, dude, with 15, 16-year-old girls. What is wrong with Drake? Okay. He's just like the rest of these Americans, honey. Back in the day, that's what they used to do in America, girl. Back in all these white old government officials, they are pedos too. Let's talk about it. Okay, maybe you get it from that bloodline. Okay, the bloodline. He can't help himself. Okay, and this is the man y'all put on the throne in the black hip hop community. What? Kendrick Lamar is not having it. Rick Ross ain't having it. All the black men are coming together. They say, we gatekeeping now. When I tell you 2024 is going to be more division than you've never seen before. Now, they said that Drake tried to hit him back. Drake said that Kendrick Lamar is putting hands on women. What? Yeah, they said that Kendrick Lamar got in trouble for putting paws on some girl, honey. I said, I don't know if that's true. I don't believe that. You know, you can't believe everything Drake say because he is not trustworthy. Rashida says that, honey, Kendrick Lamar got a cover album, and his cover album got dots on Drake's house, pretty much saying, you know, that I guess when you look up stuff and you see registered freaky offenders, they be having, dotted on their house, and they said that Drake got a lot of dots. Somebody in that house is a freaky offender or something, y'all. Okay, girl, the rabbit hole goes deep. So we definitely got to talk about this Drake and Kendrick Lamar. What do y'all think about it, gang? Do y'all think we should discuss this Drake and Kendrick Lamar stuff? Press 2 if you down to talk about it. And I'm going to really need y'all to call in and engage on this because I want to hear what y'all got to say in the community, honey, okay? We need to start having discussions like this. And when you call up here, don't be cussing. Yeah, it's still up and stuck. I can cuss. You can't. This is my house. It's my house. All right, so another person we got to discuss on here is Diddy, girl. Yes, Diddy came out with a prayer, honey. Him and TD Jakes is holding hands on prayer, girl. What in the world is going on? Honey, well, you know, they say in the Christian world, anybody can be saved and all sins are equal to all sins. Ain't no sin greater than another. So maybe he gonna turn his life around. But you know, that's how these niggas do. Anytime they get in jail or they about to go to jail, they scream, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Honey, I've heard this story. I heard it all before. Let me explain. See, your lies ain't working now. Look who hurting now, but I got to shut you down. I gotta shut you down. I'm gonna shut it down. But a lot of times, when these pedos or these horrible criminals, when they feel like their back is against the wall, they go to these churches, they go to these religious groups, and they ask for forgiveness and they join them cults. Okay. So maybe that's what he got to do, doing, for the public image or whatever. Okay. And in the church, they're going to accept anybody, they don't judge. Okay. Like the fake Christians out here in the world. Okay. So another thing we got to address is Jeezy, honey. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved, honey. Jesus should have listened. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Okay. Honey, Jeezy came out and he exposed Jeannie Ma, honey. Yes, the Asian persuasion girl. Jeezy said, the reason why Jeannie Ma is making all these lies because she wanted another baby. What? I said, child, you gotta be lying. He said she want another baby. Honey, I thought she didn't want no babies. Jeezy, I don't know if I believe you at this point. How you saying she lying because she want another baby with you and you ain't lay her on her back and bust another baby in her? Okay, but that's what he said. He said all this is because he would not have another baby with Jeannie Ma. This is why she's trying to paint him in a bad light with the guns and things, with the abuse and things. Because Jeannie Ma came out with pictures, her getting abused by Jeezy. She came out with pictures of Jeezy walking around with the pow pow. You know what I mean? Now, from Jeannie Ma camp, she says, honey, it don't got nothing about that. She said, I don't trust that nigga. Okay. And I want that money. He's trying to take full custody of my child. So I won't get that money. So, honey, Jeezy said it's not about the money. Because, a lot of people thought that Jeezy was fighting for custody of the child. So he won't have to pay off on that money. Everybody, girl, it's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. Jeezy said, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm going to speak my truth. Jeezy said, it don't got shit to do with the money. It got something to do. She want another baby by me. Now people are saying, well, hell, if she want another baby by you, maybe it's about the money. Girl, it's a sad how y'all doing these babies. These babies ain't nothing but dollar signs to y'all. These babies ain't nothing but another welfare check for y'all. Okay? Where them dollars at? These babies ain't nothing but check deposits, honey. That's what they're trying to say. I don't know how true it is. So maybe Jeannie Ma, she wanted another child. She had that child. She like, oh, I want another one and another one. And I want it with the same man. Okay. I don't know. Jeannie Ma, it's a lot of black niggas out here. Go pick a pick. Shit, they'll lay you on your back and bust some nuts in you, and you can pop out a whole bunch of black babies. There's a lot of niggas out here. But I guess you wanted to buy Jeezy. And people are saying you wanted to buy Jeezy because you want to stiff themselves some more money. More kids, more child support money, girl. We ain't dumb. Girl, I don't know, honey. What y'all think about it? Ooh, you know me. I always like to stay on the victim side. But, honey, I just don't know today. I just don't know today. I had a date last night with a nigga, right? Ah! Honey, they get you to change your mind when you start liking them. You know what I mean? And it was a good date, okay? So I'm not going to be hard on my brothers today, okay? His ass might be listening, all right? I got to be on good terms. All right, so anyway, let's get back here. I'll tell you about the day later if you want to know about my business. Okay, if you want to know about my business, press 1. All you nosy motherfuckers, okay? Okay, so let's get back to action. Now, we did talk to Keyshia Cole yesterday, and honey, Keyshia Cole, she's coming out again embarrassing herself. Keyshia Cole, she's in her 40s, okay? And she is dealing with a man that's 24, that's a goddamn thug, rapper, gangster. Okay, where is she doing that? If she gonna do it on the down low, girl. Don't be telling everybody you messing with this young rapper nigga. Okay, now he's embarrassing your ass. He got Young Glow. Young Glow came out Thompson. Well, he was with me last night. I didn't even know he was fucking around with Keyshia Cole. Okay, as if she's supposed to know Well, maybe she's supposed to know. And at the end of the day, it looked like Keyshia Cole, she was just letting you know that that nigga don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. That nigga don't want to be saved, Keyshia Cole. Okay? That was Glow trying to tell you that he's a hoe and he's still running these streets, but Keyshia Cole ain't trying to hear all that. She want that man. She gonna protect that man. She gonna uplift that man. I'm not that dumb for a man though, okay? I don't give a damn how good the D is. All right? I had so many good D's in my life, honey. I ain't by another bus what they say, a bus coming every 15, 20 minutes. Okay. I know where to go when I'm looking for some good D. I go into the hood. What a po niggas at? You know the big dicks always broke as hell. Okay. Relying on they pipe to get them to where they at, because all of y'all out here, y'all always want to spoil the big dick niggas, okay? And they feel that they big dick can get them in and out of these homes, and they become lazy and independent, a lot of these big dick niggas, okay? Girl, I be so irritated. All the niggas that's so motivating in life, they got all this money, honey, and they big shit popping. They be having some smaller dicks, okay? What the fuck? Okay, what am I gonna do with that? Okay, you got all this money, but you ain't packing, nigga. I need a hood, nigga. Okay. Okay, but anyway, so let's continue to go on. JT and SUKIHANA. Who calling me? Look, my daddy calling me at this time. Damn, dad. Shit. I want to talk to my dad because you know it's hard to get a hold of this nigga. He just got a new car and everything. I want to talk about girl. Hold on, let me answer this real quick because you know Hey, Dad, how you doing? I've been trying to get a hold of you. I want to let you know I'm coming home really quick in a couple of days. I want to see you, but I'm on live right now, Dad. But I know if I don't answer the phone, you're gonna feel some type of way. I want to let you know I love you, and I hope I see you this weekend, all right? But I got to go because I'm live, all right? Love you. All right, bye. All right, honey. Well, I tell you, my dad, he's a spoiled nigga. He's a spoiled man. If you don't pick up the phone for my father, he gonna feel some type of way. And if I miss my father call and I try to call him, he'll probably purposely ignore my damn call, but you ain't pick up my phone. So, honey, my biological father, it's like anytime he wants your ass to jump, you better jump, okay? Or you gonna pay for it. So, honey, if he call, I'm picking up. I don't give a fuck. I love my daddy. My daddy love me. Now, hey, Mike, how you doing? Another person we got to talk about today is Bryant McKnight. I don't know if you guys know, but Bryant McKnight, you guys know he have biological kids, and they say he don't treat his biological kids right. And he treats his stepkids better than his biological kids. So he had a concert, and honey, they say they canceled it. I guess the people started protesting, and the black girls and the black folks said, we're not about to support no nigga out here that is doing his biological kids wrong and uplifting his stepkids that ain't even old black. Okay, they said they not doing that. And Bryant McKnight, he keep on pushing it in everybody's face. He just have a I don't care attitude. He knows that his audience and his fan base don't like when he comes out here bragging on his stepkids. We don't need to know all that. Keep that to yourself, okay? You know, you come up here for business, man. But he don't care about his fans. He just wanna, I guess, irritate his biological kids for whatever reason. And they say his biological kids was always been taken care of by Bryant McKnight. But one day, I guess he just said he dropped the ball with them. And he just went off with another woman and started loving her kids way better. And you know, these boys, his biological kids, is still hurt by this. And you know, they be trying to get into the music industry. And honey, he ain't going to help them do crap. Okay? It's a real saying, talking about generational wealth. Y'all keep on bringing that shit up. These niggas ain't doing no generational wealth. Brian McKnight, he ain't doing generational wealth. A whole heap of these niggas. Drake ain't doing generational wealth. He is ashamed of his kids. They say he got kids out here all over the globe, and he don't even know who they is, and they don't know who he is. How he gonna pass down the damn wealth? Everybody ain't doing no generational wealth. Now, Rashida, before I open up, what's your thoughts about everything? Because I know you have.
Gigi, I got a book worth of stuff. I'm gonna try to make it short and not be all over the place. But I want to say I want.
I'm gonna interrupt sometime, but go ahead, girl.
Okay, so I want to start with the fact that I was trying to break down the song that Kendrick put out, "Meet the Grams." Now, the way he put this song out, I absolutely love it. It was disrespectful now, but he did it as he was writing letters. The first verse, it was a letter to Drake's son about how no good his father was. The second verse was to Drake's mother and father. The third verse was to his daughter. And the last verse, he just was going in. So when I listened to the song, the part that stood out to me, like, is never good for a man to be a deadbeat. Never. But he
What
responded to
is
this.
a deadbeat? A deadbeat is a man that's not raising his kids. A deadbeat is a man that have kids, but he's not a father. He's not fathering. He's not spending time. He's not investing in education or skills in his child. Pretty much, he just comes around for Thanksgiving to take pictures, or Christmas to take pictures.
It's
It's
that.
hard for the mom to get financial support from the deadbeat dad because he's just nowhere to be found. He's like a person that just come in and out whenever he effing please. He has no accountability. He has no responsibility to the child. That's part of the deadbeat. And while you keep talking, I'm going to add Mike up here if you don't mind, Rashida.
Okay. Hey, Mike.
Rashida, hello. On Gigi, hello.
Hey, go ahead,
So
Rashida.
the parts that stuck out to me. Now, can I read a little bit of it? I will tweak the
Yeah,
words that.
bleeped out.
Okay.
Go ahead, because I want to respond to it. Go ahead.
Okay. So this part right here I took from the letter that he wrote to Drake's mother and father. He said, "Your son is a sick man with sick thoughts. I think ends like him should uh get buried 6 feet under."
Okay, so let's
Um,
just stop there. I want to interpretate that. What
okay.
I interpretate, Kendrick is telling Drake mama. He telling his mama. He
And
is
his daddy.
his mama and daddy. He is knocking on Drake parents' door. Open your ass up. Let me tell you about your child, bitch.
Tell him, Gigi.
Sure a lot of Drake's parents, friends that know Drake, because you know he's big, he's famous. His parents, oh, that's my son, that's my son, that's my son. You know my son Drake. So all the parents, friends, and family, yeah, I seen your son with da da da. I seen your son. So now it's a reversal reflect. Girl, did you hear what Kendrick Lamar said about your son? Is your son really a pedo? Girl, why didn't you tell us? You knew your goddamn. Y'all know when y'all raising a pedo son. You know it. You know it. Okay. You know it. Y'all just don't be looking, or y'all just blinded, or y'all just try to pray the way, hope he, like people his own age. But y'all be knowing this shit, I feel. So yeah, he knocked on Drake's parents' door and told them, your son is a pedo, he's sick, and he wished that he would be 6 feet under. Now, Mike, what was your perspective on that lyric?
It's one of those things where it's basically someone's being called out, and now they're going to war, and they're both, very powerful. But yeah, that was a stab. That was a stab at him, and I don't know if you ladies know about Drake. Drake is a very, very influential person in the music industry. He's got a lot of pull. He's got a lot of pull. You know, so I mean, that's not the kind of person you want to mess with. But Kendrick Lamar has a legitimate argument. You
I was
know,
about to say,
Well, I gotta say about
Mike, you gotta know who Kendrick is too now.
no
Drake
doubt.
crap. Drake ain't trap. I mean, how Kendrick Lamar is crapping all over Drake, and how Rick Ross is crapping all over Drake, and who the other ones, Rashid? It's a whole bunch of black men.
Oh,
The,
it's a whole bunch of them. Everybody dropping songs right now,
yeah,
this and
crap.
Drake and Kendrick, but these two right here, because when I tell you that if the song that I'm reading now, if this did not put Drake 6 feet under the one he dropped 2 hours ago, dug 6 more feet deep.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because
I
he's
mean,
calling him. Go ahead.
Kendrick Lamar is actually, you know, he's real. I mean, he's actually someone that will actually meet you at your front door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying that's, and he's from, you know, he's from that life is what I'm trying to say. Drake was an actor who turned into a musician. Kendrick Lamar is someone you don't want to mess with. But Drake has got more pull, more money, more security. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But no, Kendrick Lamar, he's about that life. And he ain't taking that disrespect.
I hope Kendrick Lamar. I don't know,
Yeah.
Rashida, help me out. I don't see it to a point where they're gonna meet up in the streets and put paws on.
Well,
I think
um,
to me, and I could be wrong. Shit, I don't deal with these.
I don't think Drake would want to
I
do that because
wait,
Kendrick got street.
let me finish my train of thought. I don't know. I kind of see Kendrick is smarter than that. That he's not gonna catch a case for a person. I don't know. I don't know Kendrick, but to me, it seemed like he come off as intelligent and pretty much he just want to beat Drake at Drake's game and his game, which is in this hip hop, and it just seems like when it comes to the talent and skills, he's letting you know he is the better. You know, he cannot compare, and he's fighting with his talent. And he's
Mhm.
dissing him with his intelligent wordplay. That's how I see it. I don't see it as, oh my God, you know, you got, because you can be the toughest nigga in the street. Doesn't mean that you have the intelligence to wordplay and you have the talent to craft it up in a song and make it banging. So
I
that's what
like
I'm
that.
taking it. I'm not taking it as, oh my God, you know, they really want to take each other out of here. They're going to the
You know,
streets and, you know, we about to have Bloods and Crips again.
I like that you
But
said that, Gigi, because you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Kendrick is a thing. Like I always said, Kendrick is one of those. If you ask me, this is just my personal opinion. He is this generation's Tupac, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
That man brain is on a different wavelength. They cannot mess with this man. He
Mhm.
told him he okay. So the song "Meet the Grams," he got in depth, right? This was bringing the skeletons out the closet, right? It was deep, and everybody said the song "Meet the Grams" was fire, but it's not a song that will play in a club. So not even he put that song out last night. And then today, as everybody is on live trying to dissect this song, he drops another one. And this one is a club banger. He went straight Cali on them. When I tell you it's a bop and he went Cali on him, the internet is going crazy. And even Drake fans want to fight. They want to go to the streets. They do. Because they like,
Sit
the way.
down. Wait, hold
Right.
on. Y'all are so damn ignorant. Why do y'all want to fight all the time? See, when Trump came out yesterday and he gonna stick the goddamn police on y'all, shit, y'all ain't gonna have to say nothing to say. Cause the police, what he say, Rashida, yesterday, Trump, they ain't gonna get no persecution. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
carry your dumb ass out here when you want to put paws on somebody and you want to catch a charge over some damn people you don't even know. Oh,
Right. Because they hurt. They
they
feelings hurt, Gigi.
making money, honey. Get out your damn feelings.
Right.
Okay? Get out your damn feelings. All right. Just
Oh
like
my
I said,
goodness.
it's hip hop, it's entertainment. But when
But
y'all get all putting pause and taking out, I hope Trump come out with them police and take all of y'all heathen ass out. Okay. And I'm not a Trump supporter, by the way. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
not voting for his ass. Anyway, but go ahead, Rashida. Continue with the lyric.
hip hop needed it. Okay, so the next lines. He said him and Weinstein should get effed up in a cell for the rest of their life.
Mm. All right.
Mhm.
So to me, that's pretty much saying that Drake is on the same level of Weinstein with these young girls that he's messing with. And
Mhm.
that's why he don't want to settle down with no woman, because he don't want no grown woman. He want them little kids, okay? And maybe he get that from his side of the family. I don't know. But Kendrick Lamar, he's exposing that. And you know that's some serious allegations to be
Right.
somebody. And Kendrick has done it, and he has doubled down on it, and he ain't apologizing. He is
Well,
not apologizing for it.
Gigi, he did make it clear in the song before the and was it euphoric? He made it clear in that song that he basically was saying to Drake, how do you know that I'm not employing your right hand man? Like he basically told him the information he getting is from somebody from Drake own camp.
Mhm.
It's a lot of betrayers in every camp. You always gonna have people that's gonna betray you in every group, and possibly, I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put
Now,
it past them. Now that you know that got Drake paranoid,
right,
looking like
especially it's Gigi, and I missed this part, especially seeing how the cover of this song is it was a glove, it was two pill bottles, it was a shirt, and it was some receipts. Well, apparently, this is Drake's this is his stuff. Now his name was on these bottles. This was stuff that was in his father's suitcase. How did Kendrick get this picture of all this stuff that was in Drake's father's suitcase? Mm,
what
Someone
was
from
in
the
his case.
someone from the inside. Basically, he
yeah,
has a infiltrator. So basically, what people do is, you will infiltrate. It's just like when you work undercover. It's the same exact thing. You act like you're something. You build a character. You have a fake resume. You have a fake background, and you get into that camp. We used to call them camps. And then basically, you report back to the other person, and that's how they get the information. So
right.
there's definitely has to be a plant in his camp, no
But the
doubt
way
about it.
Mike, the way he broke it down, he started breaking it down in numbers because a lot of people know if you're a Drake fan, you know that a lot of his albums or his songs he used numbers to name them, right? So he started breaking it down, and he was like he employ 100 people, but 20 of them are tired of his mess, basically, but one is standing next to him. So now everybody thinking that he's trying to say 21 Savage is one of the insiders.
Mhm.
But then he said the 2 plus 2. So everybody's saying 20 plus 20, maybe 40, which is his best friend, leaked it because 40 got caught a couple of times already. All right, put it like this. His best friend 40 was the one who told another girl that Drake had his son Adonis. That's how Pusha T ended up finding out through his
Mhm.
best friend. So it's a lot of speculation on who's the mole inside the camp, but somebody is definitely
They almost. Come on, Peter. You know these niggas can't hold water. You know these niggas gonna betray
You know,
each
it's
other. They
it's
almost. If you ever have a secret, the less people that know, the better. You cannot trust the people you employ because they jealous of you. You can't trust nobody. Keep shit to yourself. But y'all
right.
run y'all mouth so damn much. Y'all like to brag so much. It's what you get.
yeah.
It's what you
But
deserve.
Gigi,
Keep
what
your
do they
mouth
do?
closed.
They
They
send the females,
brag
they
too much.
send the females to these guys and let the guys pillow
Mhm.
talk. That's how they get their
Yes.
info.
Exactly. They send those fly girls in, and then they
Yes,
they infiltrate. So when the guy, so if a man is around another man, you know what I'm saying? Just as a man's perspective, you're gonna have a little bit of machismo. But when you have a woman in there, and then she's coddling you, you drop your guard. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You drop your guard a little bit. You relax. You chill. But so I think a lot of times the women will feed the information back. But I'm nothing against women, but a woman makes a man relaxed. He makes him drop his guard.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And
Well,
they paying these females to do it.
Rashida,
Yeah.
I disagree with that. I see if these niggas have these hoes, they ain't talking to these hoes.
That's
No,
how
not
they
really.
found out about. But Gigi, that's exactly how they.
Let me finish. They have one thing on their mind, okay, and it's to do. They not even watching on Netflix with your ass, okay. They not paying attention. They got one thing on their mind. But I feel that when you just look at VLAD and you look at all these talk shows with these men on men and they just spilling all their guts, it don't take much, okay? Because they love to talk. They over talk. They just talk, and gossip. So I do feel that Drake, he probably tell his homies. Now you guys say you feel that it was a woman that came in and Drake was so relaxed and comfortable and he's just started diarrheaing of the mouth to this hoe. And the hoe went back and said something.
No, not Drake. His friends. His best friend 40 was the one that told the girl he was messing with. He was tired of Drake. So he was like venting, like, oh, I'm tired of him.
Didn't I say they jealous?
Yeah.
So he was jealous and he told one of them.
I'll break it down for you real quick. So when you go in to get into
hold on, Mike. I get what Rashida said because she just broke it down. I get it. And I can see that. I can see that you're saying that Drake, jealous friend, a frenemy, needed somebody to express his thoughts to because he's a bitch ass nigga. And he decided to express his thoughts to a random hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe she came off as, intelligent, she can manipulate, and he's a bitch ass nigga to talk to any hoe. You don't talk to hoes. Okay.
Right.
One thing you don't express your feelings to no hoe ass nigga.
Right.
So that's what he did because he's a hoe ass nigga. Okay.
Do you remember that, Gigi, when it happened?
No, because I don't keep up with hoe ass niggas. Okay.
Do you remember the Drake and Pusha T beef?
Yeah, you know what, Rashida, I do remember it, but I was not heavily involved in that. I didn't sites. But yeah, now
everybody.
Hold on, Sam, did you just call in and hang up 501? Shit, give me time. You know what I mean? You so quick. Then you're gonna be on the phone telling me why you ain't pick up. You ain't patient. Okay, but go ahead.
Everybody thought that Kanye West was the one who told Pusha T about his son. Pusha T did an interview and said Kanye ain't tell me nothing. His boy 40 told me. And but he's still around him. He's still, you know what I'm saying, in the camp. So it was just crazy. But what you want to do, Gigi? Because I got more. This a lot more.
I want you to keep doing it, but I just gotta say that's a bitch ass nigga. People in my camp back in the day, his ass would have been laid out for running his mouth too damn much. And I don't know why he's still. Well, no, I don't support murder. Let me stop. Okay. Yeah. But see how the hip hop, it brings out the demon in me. It brings out the pile and shoot them up.
Right. Right.
That's what we was raised on, Rashida. I shoot them up. Who said that? Rashida, I shoot them up.
Yep. Who shot you? I shot you.
But who did? I shoot them up. Who is that?
Yeah, that Pop.
Oh, Tupac. Okay, I shoot them up. Okay.
Do you ladies know what a honey pot is? What a honey pot is?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they be sending.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they surveil the people that are around Drake, right? They'll surveil the people that are around him, and they figure out what they like. Do they like big booty girls? Do
right.
Girls? Do they like a Latin girl?
What Mike, can you tell them that these women get paid big money to bring back information on these guys? Big money. These girls is getting paid big money.
Hey, Mike. If y'all know it, then Drake and they ass know it too. It ain't no damn secret.
But it's called honeypotting, and the government does it as well. The government will send the government, like there'll be senators and stuff, and they'll honeypot them. There was a famous case. I'm not trying to switch up, but there was a famous case where there was a senator, and the guy liked Asian girls, right? That was what he was into. So they surveilled him, and they sent a Asian spy in there, and he got all these government secrets because that was his fetish. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they honeypot you. They know what you like. They know what makes you crazy, turns you on, and you drop your guard, and they get all that. And dudes are so stupid, they just start talking to her, spilling the beans. You know what I'm saying? And because men are simple. I'm just telling you. You give me some good, you know what I'm saying? And you just start talking. A woman you know what I'm saying? A woman asks you some questions, and you're feeling good. You're feeling that euphoria. You're like, oh yeah, the other day, and they don't know the woman is playing this man. It's called
Gigi, you better be
honeypot.
writing this down. You hear this, Gigi?
Yeah.
I'm not right. Nah, shit. You better not about it. I'm not writing it down. I don't trust.
It's called honeypotting, and, the government does it all the time. They honeypot people. They honeypot,
Rashida,
different
will
kinds
they
of.
honeypot your ass, Rashida?
Oh nah.
You
I'm
sure?
on
Shit.
lock. I'm positive.
Shit, give me a pot of honey. I'm good. Shit.
Okay. Set y'all up in the comment section. Do you think somebody can honeypot you with some drugs if that's what y'all into?
No, it's not. It's not drugs, Gigi. It's not drugs. It's like they find out what really is like your favorite things.
Yeah,
and then the woman.
But a lot of people they like some drugs. So I'm thinking
they're same thing.
Or they'll say, "Hey, you want some some ice? I got some ice, the best ice you ever had."
Could be.
So I don't. Would y'all get honey potted? Press 3 if you're gonna get honey. You'll get honey potted. Press 8 if you will not get honey potted. I'm very disciplined and I'm very strict, and I'm looking at everybody as an effing enemy. I look at my friends as a goddamn enemy. I don't even talk to my goddamn associates. I'll call them off. Most of them friend of me. Now, the only way I can get honey potted if it's through like a close family member. Damn. If they go through my damn mama, which my mom would never flip on me. Let's just make that clear. My parents, my daddy would never flip on me. But if they would happen to flip, then they got my ass. Well, make me not, because I don't tell my mom everything. You know why?
Right.
She don't allow me to. I don't.
Right.
She's conservative and she don't like having certain conversations and shit. But
you already made that clear. So I don't think you'll get honey potted.
My dad loyal. I'm trying to think who else can honey pot my ass, just in case if I make it up here. Who can honey? Well, I ain't gonna do shit wrong to get honey potted. But if they want to just make up some shit, no, I don't got.
But see,
you know what?
I think it was easy.
KFC. What about some fried chicken? Okay.
No. You know what I think though, Gigi? I think it was easy for them.
Food craving. Girl,
I think it was easy for them to do it because they was tired of Drake. They really don't like. It's a lot of people that work for him that don't like him.
Rashida, if you bring a badass cook, okay, and that can cook, I might get honey potted. Okay. Well,
I wouldn't bring no bad cook because I'm the cook. I don't need no other cook. No.
Rashida, if you rich, because when you rich, you don't want to cook for yourself. You want to cook.
I would give them my recipes and for them to make it my recipes. Because
and I get honey potted by a good cleaning lady. Like if she can clean really good and she put her touch like it's a hotel and everything.
Yeah,
they probably make her an employment. So I would honey potted with food and cleaning.
because Gigi, because you are enamored by their dedication and their talent. In other words, it's almost like you fall in love with their skills. It's like, a good chef or a good cook or anything like that, or a good mate.
Yeah, come over every day. Come on.
I think it's easier to get honey potted if you're speaking about your boss, though. We got to look at it from the perspective that it is, right? Even though one of the guys is his right-hand man, we talking about a group of guys that's on his payroll that he treats poorly behind the scenes. So
Exactly.
to them, they looking at it as this is my boss. And if they treating them bad, I think that is easy for them to tell any and everybody all his business. But my
I'd
thing
say
is this: why he don't have NDAs in place so that they can't talk?
because not everybody wants to sign it. But the thing is that in life, I'm saying this, like everything I see that's going on, it's like a chessboard. It's like a game of chess, if that makes sense. They're moving around a certain way. It's like chess. And some people will take the rook, some people won't. But it's just, yeah, NDAs don't always work because an NDA in certain circumstances, legally, you can get through. So you can, and so there's, but the NDAs aren't always concrete. So if you sign it, all right, if you sign an
Well,
NDA,
to give up
hold on,
somebody's business about their children, though, like, oh, he got a
yeah,
kid here. If that, it would cover.
yes, but if you sign, let's just say that me and Gigi sign an NDA, right, and I commit a federal crime, that NDA is gone. It's gone, like it doesn't hold up in court, and I'm wondering if that's why federal got involved, not local. I'm just wondering because an
What with the
NDA,
Diddy situation?
yes, yes, yeah, because
Oh,
once
oh
federal
yeah,
comes
with
in,
with him. But we talk
yeah,
about Drake and Kendrick right
no, no,
now.
no, I'm just saying that in general, you're talking about
Oh
if
yeah.
Drake had people sign NDAs, if somehow he gets a federal charge, if I don't know that, then the NDAs will be non-existent
And
because
I
I think,
also got it. I'm sorry, Matt, but I always gotta say, y'all act like, oh my God, I signed an NDA. I really gotta pay attention and follow the law. They don't
yeah,
follow the laws in America. What makes you think they're gonna
Yeah,
damn NDA? They
that's
don't
true.
follow instructions. They don't give a damn about no NDA. They still gonna run that mouth because that's what they good at.
yeah,
They've been running that mouth. They always gonna.
Yeah,
They can't help but run that damn mouth. They some
I agree.
bitch ass
yeah,
niggas. These ain't the niggas that we was raised up that knew how to shut the hell up and keep their
yeah.
feelings in check.
But
These niggas they get on drugs and honey or
They
they get
worse than females. You
and
talking
they
about
it's like,
gossip?
run
yeah,
their mouth. They want a
yeah,
diarrhea in the mouth and they just talking and everything because they jealous and they trying to connive
yeah.
and manipulate and everybody think they got a everybody think they a king. Everybody ain't meant to be no king. Everybody want a shot, just like everybody want to be sexy. Everybody not meant to be sexy, but y'all want to do it
True,
anyway.
true.
So, when you think everybody think they can get your spot, of course you're gonna have jealousy. Of course they're gonna come and they're gonna tear you out from the inside.
Gigi, everybody is sexy to somebody.
Well, Rashida, you're right. And you know what?
Mhm.
I'm not gonna argue with you that. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to offend no goddamn body, but Rashida, another side of me, this shit is not sexy. Okay. You gotta dress for your body size. Okay. Everybody just not sexy, Rashida, to me, but
No, yeah, you're right.
was raised old school, so I got that old school
yeah,
mentality,
yeah.
and I know, I'm conflicted. I'm part of the new world, and I'm part of the old world. Do what you want to do, but it ain't sexy.
No,
Yeah, it's
but
gross.
what you saying is true. What you, yeah, what you saying is
Gross as hell.
100% facts. Everybody is not sexy to everybody,
Gross
but
people having a sexy complex, okay, and
Yeah.
that's a disaster. But
I
anyway,
think,
keep on
yeah,
going. I don't want nobody to be mean but me.
no, no,
I
no.
have the right to be mean and cussing, but nobody else. I don't want y'all to
okay,
take the bad rap.
I
But I want
think,
you to keep playing a good cop, Rashida. Keep playing a good cop.
okay. So, all right, the next is he hates black women, hyper X S how can I say this?
You said he hate black women. That's what you said.
Yeah, but the next word, hyper S
Hyper freaky. He okay,
yeah, all
so
right, hyper freaky
always
them.
put black women as whores and prostitutes in his music videos. He always display black women as whores, just like back in the day. They tell me back in the day when I was not born that American, the Caucasian, they display black women as whores. They will have them around with no clothes on because they didn't
They
see
good for that, but
they
not nothing more.
they didn't see black women as humans.
Right.
Um, No, they did essay black women all the time. They got their
Right.
off of black women, so they did,
Yeah.
see them in that sexual light, and they did hypersexual them. And I heard they had a big butt on display. This woman, I don't know her name,
Oh
but
yeah, I seen
it
it.
was real too. It was no
Yeah,
BBS, big ass, a shelf booty. Okay,
yeah, I
and
seen that.
they would put the black shelf booty women naturally, and they would put her in front of all these white people, and they would laugh at her and see her
And
as a
body shame her. Yeah, I seen
I
that.
guess some they would the white guys would body shame her in public, but then they'd freak off on her behind the scenes. You know what
So
I mean?
that's exactly what he said. He said he hate
Yeah,
black women,
that's
but
that's
he got
what he
fetishes for them. Right. So he said he said grew facial hair because he said, all right, hold on. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better.
Mm.
He got he got S offenders on OVO that he keeps on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he's keeping his child around them. Go ahead, Gigi. I'm gonna let you.
All right, so basically, what he's saying is Drake he hates women because to not hate women but hate black women. To love black women, you don't have to, do what the white men did back in the day. Exploit them as a whore and a freako. Um, Uplift them. Tell them put some clothes on, girl. You still sexy. And I don't know why y'all don't understand that. You can still be fully clothed and sexy. It's a difference
Hmm.
between sexy and sluttish and being a slut, okay? Okay, put the clothes on. You know what I mean? You don't have to show all that skin because they still passing your ass up and leaving your ass, okay? It don't do much, okay? But it just get their ass attention and wanna see you like Drake see you. But that's what he said. And he says that Drake, his kids, is around these pedos. Drake has a lot of pedos that he employs. Okay. And the reason why he got a lot of pedos that he employed because he want like-minded people. That's not going to shame him when he's going with these young little girls. Okay. They're not going to condemn him. They're not going to check them. They're gonna let it pass because they into that shit too. And hell, they might be supplying the girls to Drake. Who knows? And he
Oh, Gigi, you just gave up a part of it.
said you having your daughter, your kids, around that. Pretty much, you're grooming them because if you are a parent and your actions is grooming, I mean, no matter what it is, they see that and they hell, you don't know what way it go. You don't know if it's gonna work for the good or bad. Sometimes the kid be like, "No, I want to be like that." Then sometimes kids be like, "I want to be like that." And some kids find another nigga that's just like they goddamn grooming ass daddy. So you just never know how it's gonna twist and turn. But pretty much, he said the kids ain't safe. Drake kids is not safe around them pedo. But then you having your kids around pedos. Hell, pedos don't got no loyalty. Hell, what makes you think they won't try your kid? Huh? But go ahead.
He said, and we got to raise our daughters knowing that it's pedos like him lurking. F a rap battle, he should be buried 6 feet under so all of these women can live with a purpose.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold on.
I'm
I'm going to ask Chevron. Chevron, are you there?
Yes, hello. How is everyone?
Good. You got me on
good. How are you?
speaker. You got me
I'm
on
good.
speaker, Chevron.
Yes, so about the Kendrick and
Can you take
Drake
me off?
beef,
Can you take me off speaker if you don't mind? I just don't like the sound.
I have my AirPods
Oh,
in. Hold
yeah. I'm
on.
sorry. Everybody doing them AirPods. They sound just like speakers.
How does that
They do.
sound?
Oh, sounds so much better.
Okay, so I'm not going to stay up here long. I just want to put this out there because I've been watching these reactions, these reactors all day with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, and it finally just hit me. So when Kendrick Lamar stated that his alleged daughter was 11, didn't Millie Bobby Brown's character in Stranger Things, wasn't her name 11 and Drake was called being in her DMs when she was 17?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the connect. I'm like, did Ken, did Kendrick intentionally put that in there as a subliminal, or was that just
Yeah.
random?
Yeah. Everything that Kendrick Lamar does is calculated. Okay.
Yeah. They
Say
they
that
they,
again,
they
Gigi. Please say that again for the people in the
Everything
back.
Kendrick Lamar does is calculated, honey. This is chess, not checkers.
just like Tupac. When we made the reference to Kendrick Lamar's reference like Tupac, he would hint stuff. He would drop little nuggets. The little golden egg, and you had to figure it out for yourself. He couldn't come out and say it all the way, but it seems like Kendrick is dropping these little hints to let us know what's going on. What do you ladies think?
Yes.
I think he's dropping hints and he's being blatant, telling the blatant truth at the same time.
But if
Cause
he
he
if he says too much, he'll get canceled. You know what I'm saying? So he has to almost
no, you.
let you
Hey, Mike, I
let you
need you
figure
to
out
do
what's
me a
going on.
favor, real quick. Pull up Meet the Grams and just listen to it real quick.
Yeah,
I've
I
listened
don't
to it. It's
think
crazy.
Kendrick Lamar can ever get canceled. I feel like when it comes to Drake, and this is what I sense as well, that in this Kendrick, a lot of people don't care for Drake because they feel that hip hop should be a black thing, a black dominated thing. Drake is mix, and they see that as a factor. And I think that for Drake to try to step on so many black men toes in the hip hop, they to me, Kendrick looks like he is the leader of the bunch. Like he is the one that has initiated war on Jake. I mean, not J. Cole. Well, he did J. Cole,
And,
but J.
and
Cole did bow out. But initiated war on Drake, and he's not
right,
top, and it seemed like everybody else got on their horse and they say, brother, we coming all out for you. Okay.
right. Because
So
he made it clear that people were
yeah,
scared to tell Drake what they really felt, but a lot of people feel this way. They just scared to tell
right.
him.
Because you hear Rick Ross in his raps, he talked about, Drake being biracial and really not authentic and hip hop and all this. So
And they
a lot of people feeling some type of way about Drake. And Drake has maybe he felt that feeling. He felt like, when you come in this game, he didn't feel accepted and he didn't feel loved like the other niggas. So maybe
But
he
he did though, Gigi.
yeah,
That's a
but
lie.
you just never know, Rashida. I don't know
Oh
until
yeah.
man, because I can't imagine him coming. Because if he would have gone to my hood school, because I did go to private school, but I did go to a public school at a point in time. But if he would have came to my public school, they would have targeted him because he's biracial, and that's just what it is. Okay, you're different.
Yeah.
So especially if you're trying to be like one of the hood black boys, it's like, nigga, what you doing? Like you're not one of
But
us.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
And he
sure
Well, I
didn't
mean,
go to a
felt that.
public school.
Hold on. He probably felt that and internalized. Maybe he felt like when I get in here, I'm gonna step on these niggas' toes because these niggas stepped on my toes. These niggas don't give a fuck attitude, so I ain't gonna give a fuck attitude. He probably had that same persona, and maybe that's how he got to the top with having I don't give a fuck attitude. Because he
Look
did.
what he doing. He sleep with everybody. All of these guys in the industry, he go behind their back and sleep with their girls. One of the things Kendrick said in the song, the newest song, is how when Little Wayne went to prison, he slept with Little Wayne girlfriend while Little Wayne was in prison. That's why Little Wayne went up top and beat Drake up. A lot
Damn,
of people
you
don't
go
know
back
that.
to her, Rashida. Back in my day, you a woman, you don't sleep with your ex. I
never.
Because that starts some damn problems. Why would you want to be in the middle of that? These hoes are
But
different.
that's not a op. This it's worse than that, Gigi, because if he slept with Wayne's girlfriend when Wayne went to prison, he was signed to Wayne. They were like brothers.
That was his mentor.
That was his mentor. It probably would have been better if she slept with an op.
Well,
Oh, that's
the
really
only
backstabbing, Drake. Girl, because I ain't think about that. Okay,
Right,
Drake and Lil Wayne, they like brothers. Wayne is Drake's mentor, and
right,
he's so betrayal. He's so two-faced, and he's such a damn snake. And all the girls he can sleep with, he want to
right.
with. He's
The
a
man who cutting your checks.
right. That is why would you? You're so greedy.
Cause
You're
he
so
grimy.
selfish.
Exactly.
You're so
Exactly.
yeah,
honorable. I mean,
but
won't you just let her look alike?
it's different though, Gigi. It's different because listen, I'll give you an example. I don't mind telling my personal stories or lives. I was dating a girl, and one of my actual best friend. I'm dating a girl, and we dated for a few months. It just didn't work out, and I guess they kind of started to have feelings for each other. I'm saying, but he came to me like a man. And he said, Mike, he goes, yo, he goes, I would like to date her. If you say no, I will not. If you're cool with it, I'll go with it. And then they're together to this day. It's like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
All
that's
I'm trying to say is
cool.
that.
Where I'm coming from, they not having that. Just
But
like
if a man
But
comes to you, if a man comes to another man and
how long
asks his
you
permission,
dated her, Mike?
3-4 months.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
We talking about something? No, no, no. In our
We're talking about
culture,
marriage.
I hear what you're saying, Mike, but where I grew up
Yeah,
in my society, and I think every
yeah,
society is not equal. We all have different
yeah.
cultures and different societies. Now,
No,
maybe
no, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
they
We-
were cool
we-
with it. But where I
We're not
come
talking about marriage, Gigi. If we were married, then that's a no. That's before
what
God.
if
That's a no.
if you had a crush on
Yeah.
if goddamn if damn who name
the
if
only way they would be cool with that is if she was for everybody.
Peter
Yeah.
Peter had a crush on Shamika, okay, Shamika is off limits to Peter friends, period. They don't even have to be together. If he
Yeah.
got a crush on her ass, it's off limits. That's it. My boy got a crush on you. You know I
Yeah.
ain't going there. Even if Shamika was like, I'm feeling you. Nah, my boy. Because when you do that, you cause conflict in your group, in your family. Why would
No
you
doubt.
do that? You don't do no shit. You don't even give that door open to breathe and to
Well,
where I grew up, it had a lot of rules, and
yeah.
you know what I mean? You don't do no shit like that. You know your boy
No
got
doubt, no doubt. But it's just like
sacrifice yourself.
I never.
If you want to hit. But if she a
I
hoe
get.
for everybody, maybe they're
Right.
gonna do
They'll do it then, Gigi. But other than that,
they
nope.
ain't gonna
Gigi
catch no
right.
feelings. Hell no. What are you
Yep.
doing?
But I guess it was easy. I'm just giving you an example. I guess it was easy for me because I never had love for her. It was just someone I was dating. You know what I'm saying? We didn't live together.
That's a
You
different.
know, but
That's
I'm just saying. So but he came to me as a man and asked me like, is it okay? And I was impressed. I was impressed with a man come to another man and saying, is it cool? If
well
not,
in my
it was
culture.
respect. It was respect.
You're gonna knock
You
that
know,
dude out. Yeah, his senses. Not
it was respect.
knock the feet off.
Right.
And I was like, but I was old. But I was old.
In your perspective, in your crew, it's respect. In other crews, another society is not seen as respect, it's seen as disrespect.
No doubt, no doubt.
Every
But
culture is not created equally. Everybody,
no doubt.
their own thing. So that's all
But
that is. So when it comes to Drake, a lot of people see that as disrespect.
And right.
Yeah, let's get back to Drake.
No problem. Go ahead.
The fact of the matter is, Mike, it is known. This is what Drake is known in the industry as a habitual line crosser. Because
line stepper, habitual line stepper.
Because he's after everybody's girl. And I kind of got the creepy vibes from him when to me, he stalked Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. He was like on them, and they was like giving him that friend zone, and he just didn't get it. It seemed like he wasn't getting it. He's a habitual line crosser.
I thought he was doing all that, Rashida, because he wanted attention. I'm like, this
he got that mad money. He got that mad money and that power. He could elevate someone's career in a heartbeat.
He was like literally, Nikki done said
That's
mad
who
times to
career
him, I would never.
who career has he elevated? I'll wait.
No, he could
Riri,
if a young
But
artist came on to him, he
but
could
Mike,
elevate their
he's been in
career.
the
Yeah,
game for how many years? He's a
he ain't
self
yeah,
elevating nobody but himself.
elevate
yeah.
nobody. That is just who Drake is. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Hmm.
He not gonna do it. If he ain't did it yet and he been in here for too long, he ain't gonna ever do it because that's just who he is.
No doubt, no doubt.
Even if he
He's
came knocking on your door talking about some, yeah, I can do this for you. Bullshit. Drake, shut the hell up. You just talking shit like you talk to everybody else. He's a liar. Who
All right,
career?
if you want me,
Gigi,
if you want
let
my
me hit
opinion,
you. Let me
go
hit
ahead.
Gigi with this last part because I really want her to dissect this one. He said, I've been in the industry for 12 years and I'm going to tell you a little secret. He said, it's some weird ish going on, and some of these artists be here to police it.
Mhm.
They be streaming victims all inside of their home and calling them tender, then leak the videos of themselves to further push the agenda.
Here you go.
Okay.
They've been doing this forever. The government has been doing this forever. They
But
get
let
you in
me
a temporary position, and then they record it, and then they have it as your blackmail.
So right, so I'm gonna tell Gigi this part. With that part I just said, now it's supposed to be a known fact that he has a guy that he pays to go find females of whatever age, allegedly, whatever age, whatever. He finds a group of them, then he has to interview each one of them, and whatever he's in the mood for that particular day, he pick one of them, and then they bring them back to the house. He does whatever he does in his house allegedly, and then the guy who brought her there brings her back home.
So basically, he got his only online dating app. That's just for
Yeah.
Drake. His
Drake,
selective online dating app. Shit, that's kind of nice.
Not when there's
Drake fan.
underage involved.
No, it's
Not
not underage. I ain't, my mind do not go to child's girl. I think of grown niggas. Okay, that's what I got in my mind. Um,
yeah.
that's horrible, honey. But Rashida, if you can have an app full of grown niggas at all your disposal, okay.
I
If I want
mean, yeah.
I want
I
a good
mean, yeah.
I want the nigga that's good with his hands. Okay, that
Yeah.
won't stop. That massage me all night long. Okay.
But you heard how he like he played a victim. He leaks his own and then he's saying it that he'll do the tapes with victims and then post it like he'll leak it
Rashida, he
himself.
would do takes with underage
Oh,
girls.
all right, yeah, leak it
No,
just to
Rashida,
finish
rewind
pushing
the
her
track. He will do freaky tapes with underage girls.
age girls. Yes.
Girl, what is
Yeah.
wrong with his
I
ass?
don't I don't know if it was underage, but I do know Drake has had some leaks, especially the leaks that came out recently when he was, fondling with himself. I think that's
Okay,
what Kendrick was
i-
alluding
is
to.
he is it okay? Let's clear the air. Is Siobhan? Is he doing this with underage girls?
It's not stated if he's doing it with underage girls. From the TikTok's point of view, she didn't say anything about the person going to get underage girls. It was just like his own Tinder service that he's picked. They're randomly finding girls. I guess you can only just assume that they're making sure that they're of
No,
age. There's no
no,
there's no
that's
telling.
why
There's no telling.
he made it clear that Drake is a pedo. He said that numerous times.
Mm. Is
Numerous.
that on another stand?
No,
He could be a
this
pedo,
song.
but maybe when it comes to that dating thing, he may not be the pedo. Maybe he go for pedos with Millie and them other girls. You know what I mean? So
Could be.
it could be multiple, shots. I don't think every shot is directed to the pedo. Because they're telling me that these girls that he have, sign up for their services, it's basically an escort and services.
Yeah.
Cause I know they ain't doing shit for free. Siobhan, are they doing shit for
Yeah, I think a lot of people nowadays they're equating a pedo to a pervert when you don't need to be a pedo to be a pervert. You can, like Ted Bundy was a pervert, Ed Gein was a pervert. You don't necessarily have to equate, being a pedo with a pervert. Like to
Right.
me, like it sounds like Drake just has a lack of sexual control. He lacks sexual discipline, and he has a spirit of perversion.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not saying if what he's saying in these songs
Oh,
is true,
okay.
but I'm telling
Hold on,
you word for
Rashida.
word what he said.
Let's okay. So when you say he's perverted, do he like a woman to stick peanut butter on her toes and sticking in his butt? I mean, what you talking about?
He lacks sexual discipline. Like for
Well,
instance,
freaky.
it's
Let's
been
say freaky discipline. So he lack well shit. That's the whole niggas in the world. They all lack sexual discipline. I don't think they all gonna be just with one woman. They essaying women and everything, child.
That's why he
Horrible.
said he used the V word. He said he do that. They are V's, and he claiming that they're tenders.
Okay. Oh, tender. So you're talking about like tenderonis. Is that what you're trying to say?
I
Not
don't know if that's what he was alluding to, but he
tender
said
tenderonis. Tenderonis.
this,
That's young, ain't it? Ain't that
that's
young?
what he said.
Tenderoni. Okay. We used to say that word back in the day. They don't say that
Yeah,
shit. Ooh, I want a tenderoni. Okay.
I used to say I was a tenderoni. I remember that.
But back in our day, it's sad to say, y'all, but honey, they been these pedos was normalized. And some of y'all been with the pedos. So let's just air that shit out. Some of y'all was 16, 17, going with 25-year-old niggas and 22-year-old niggas. Okay.
true. I had a friend in high school like that. Like he would
Yeah.
take her there to
All
go
my
to.
girls was like
Mm-hmm.
that. We ain't deal with high school niggas. We ain't want niggas our age, okay? And in today's world, it is wrong, and all them niggas is pedos. But honey, that's all they want it.
Because I told you the verse before that, he said we got to raise our daughters knowing that it's a pedo like him lurking. And then he went into the him with the tenders, but they really these, and he leaking up. That's how he put it together. So when you put words together like that, he's alluding to the fact that these videos that he's doing with these people, they are not somehow or of another it's illegal, and then he's making it seem like it's another way to further push the agenda, like basically saying it's all right to do. Same thing. This to me, it sounds like the Puffy situation to me. I mean, it sounds like a whole lot of similarities.
He
Yeah,
could
bless
also be
in the comments.
advertising as well with his leaks, like, "Hey, ladies, come and get it. Like, hit me up." Like,
Blessed in the comments say it was wrong then, it's wrong now. All of y'all parents and grandparents and great great grandparents are pedos. Just to let y'all know,
Yeah.
all these ancestors are pedos
They
because
don't know that though, Gigi.
well, let's tell them. Let's break the ice,
They
okay?
don't know that. But see,
Half
back
y'all,
then it was more
they,
accepted. We
yeah,
don't accept it, but they did.
yeah. I was trying to sympathize, but blessed in the comments talking about some. No, it was wrong then. It was wrong now. Girl, we
Mhm.
all victims, honey. Shit, if you're a girl and you is under the age of 18 and you ever dated a man that's 19, 20, 22, you are a victim. Speak your truth. Shit, can we
Well,
can
I guess because
Rashida, can we sue? I'm ready.
that's what I want to know because I was
We'll
16, my baby
sue.
father was 24.
You say what? Don't tell your business, Rashida. You know
I
they're gonna
don't care about that's my kid's father now. I mean, they know.
say that again, Rashida. What?
Huh?
What you say?
Yeah, I saw on the couch. I said I was 16 and he was 24.
Ooh, girl, you know
Mm.
that pedo. Ooh,
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh
oh my
Lord.
God. Rashida, I'm not gonna judge you. Okay, but you know they're gonna judge you, girl. But I'm not
Oh,
gonna judge
that's fine. because I'm pretty sure back then it was like that. In our generation
It
growing
was,
up, none of the
but
females
it was
our
wrong.
age like no guy our age. We wanted the high schoolers and the men in college. So
Yeah, don't
stop
tell
it.
too much of your business. You better not do that. I'm telling
But
you, it's
Rashida
Hmm.
because
is telling the truth. That was the mindset that we
Oh,
had when we were in
jeez.
school. We
yeah,
wanted someone
they
who
was
was older, who had his car,
you
who could take us to restaurants, who
When
could.
right,
provide.
when
Hell yeah, you're right. But they're demonize. They're gonna demonize it. It was wrong back then. They are pedos and they are sick in the head. So
Mhm.
that's just what it is. That's why I said all your ancestors. They are sick in the head, the whole world. And let's not get on the Middle East and the Africans, because the Africans, y'all are still doing it. In the Middle East, y'all still doing that child.
right. The marrying children off at the age of 13, 14. I heard something as low as 9, because that's
13,
what it
14.
was always taught to us, that it wasn't wrong. They didn't look at age. They never said, oh, you're not supposed to. Nah, it was like they glorified it.
Right, they pushed it. Cause I know in the Christian world, it was like women shouldn't get no education. You got to groom a young girl to be your wife. You
Right.
know, they
It
didn't want.
wasn't until I had it wasn't until I had children I was like, oh hell no, that wasn't right.
Yeah,
That's
but
what it took for me to know.
they
But
flipped the script, girl. So you
right,
can't stand all that no more. You got to silence yourself, and you got to say it is wrong, and it is wrong, and it's
it
wrong.
is.
So
It was very wrong.
Les said if it was wrong, it's today, it was wrong back then. Everything was wrong.
It
We
was wrong.
said how we came to America was wrong. Okay, okay. Ah, ah, a big ass reset, honey. But Siobhan, what were you saying about it? About that Drake?
Which part?
Shit, anything.
I
You
guess
But
you
no,
could go
I really
on with
just
the
thought
part
that
you
it
were
was very
saying.
interesting with the whole his daughter being 11, and then Millie Bobby Brown character in Stranger Things, her name was 11. So I'm like, did Kendrick Lamar strategically do that, or was that
we
just at random?
we said yes, he did. Now,
Yes, he did.
do you have any more lyrics to read?
Okay, so it's a lot. So no, I want to end it with those because that's what stood out to me the most. But we could get on the next topic because it's a lot with this Drake and Kendrick. It's so deep.
Well, let me tell y'all this. Now we have the phone lines open. Y'all ain't even really calling in about this Drake and Kendrick. So I don't even know. We should continue talking about it because y'all not investing, y'all not involved. Do you think I put the phone number up there for my health? No, I did not. I put it up there so you can have a voice, so you can speak. So I would like you to use it. And please, is your hands broke? Is your fingers broke? What the fuck? Why do we only have 600 people in here and we only got 260 likes? I thought y'all wanted to support other black motherfuckers. Okay, you see how you lie? Like this video. Like it. Do
Come
you need me
on.
to cuss your ass out like your mama did? Like this goddamn video right now, ho. Say no.
Let's go. Let's
Kendrick
go.
said Drake is about to be rated as well.
Oh, well,
Support White Boy Mike. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on, let's go. Hit
yeah,
that like. Hit that like.
yeah, support everybody. I didn't know he was about to get rated, but calling 313 Detroit, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
Hello?
What's your thoughts about this Kendrick and Lamar?
Oh, okay. I jumped on the wrong subject because I was thinking about the age difference. I'm 76.
Oh, well, talk
And they
about
did
it,
that back
brother.
in the day with me.
Talk about it. So
We
when
got
you
Yeah.
did you ever date
they did that
a
back
girl underage when you was in your 20s? Huh?
no, I was
Be
married when I
honest.
was in my 20s.
Well, how old was your wife
Well,
when
my
you got
wife,
married?
when I first met my wife, she was 18 and I was 19 when we got married.
Oh, okay. Then you saved by the bell. You
the
saved by the
Yeah,
bell.
but see, okay. Well, a question I want to ask. Now, back in my granddaddy days and before them, I'm from South Carolina. They got married at 14. Matter of fact, my grandfather's wife was 14, and my granddaddy was I think my granddaddy was 28 or 29.
That's
They
how it
often did
was.
that
That's
back
how it
in the day.
was. That's how it was, Detroit.
Yeah,
That's how it was.
I'm
But
telling
honey,
you,
they're saying
but they
that
were
your
13.
great granddaddy was a pedophile. Okay, and that's what it
Oh,
was.
wow.
They said
Wow,
he
well, there's a lot
groomed his
going
wife.
on.
He groomed. If she was 13 and he was 28, they say he groomed her, and he's a pedo. So you
Well, I mean,
know that's what
but
they're saying
that,
now. So
yeah,
that's
I mean, in my family, that went on in my family. You know, from not this generation, but way back, they would say, well, you know, so such and sister, lady was your cousin. She was 14, and her
yeah, they
husband
said it was
was
normal.
31.
They normalized
And
pedophilia back in
yeah,
America. In America, they normalized pedophilia. In America, they normalized grooming, husband grooming little girls to be their wives. That was normalized. So now we are correcting the past of the older people, and we're saying that is no longer
yeah.
acceptable. And that's not right. So we
Okay.
have to correct that. So
Okay.
that's what it is. We are in the
Okay.
era of
All right.
correction.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you really enlightened me because I thought it was okay.
Nah,
Back
and
in
you
that
know,
day, but
y'all,
not now.
yeah, y'all all are victims. So if it's
Okay.
a civil suit,
Yeah,
y'all
because
want
it
to
was in
open
my,
their
it was
butt up,
definitely in my,
huh?
yeah, it was definitely in my family.
Yeah, it was in
It was,
everybody's family. It was in my family too, child. It was in everybody's family. But that's what they pushed in America.
oh, okay.
They pushed that pedo and that grooming stuff in America. So that's just what it was. It was
Okay.
pushed all over the world. These older ancestors, they all wicked, child.
Gigi,
Right.
if you don't mind,
I guess we
it
gotta-
wasn't. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Mike.
thank you.
Thank
Great.
you. Thank you for calling
Great
in and
show.
telling your story. Yes.
Gigi, I think back then it wasn't so much debauchery. It was more like parents trying to marry their kids off for
That's
them to have a
wrong,
better
Mike.
life. But like I said, certain circumstances were not the case. But sometimes certain parents that were very poor, they needed their daughter to have a better life, and an older man would come in with a good job or something like that,
You can apply that today. A lot of people poor today, but it's still wrong for if you're a poor mother or poor father, then a rich
but
man come with money. That's
no,
not
you're right.
wrong. That's a crime.
Gigi, you're right. But back in like the 20s, 30s, and 40s, education wasn't as pivotal. You know, like women now have a real chance at being smarter than men. I mean, women are smart as shit.
And that's why we're condemning them and said they were wrong. They were wrong. It was full of pedo.
No. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I think that the parents that would do that, they were just trying to give their daughter, an uneducated child, a better life, but it was the wrong way to do it.
Right.
They were giving their child to a predator.
Even though that was the norm in society, I honestly do not think everybody was a part of that agenda. I do think you did have independent thinkers that said, I'm not going to push my daughter and I'm not going to use her as a paycheck for a marriage or something like that. You know, I don't, just like today, everybody's not going to be on the same page. And I do feel like back in those days, because I was watching some shows, you know, I'm always watching them old history shows, Rashida, and you had queens like Elizabeth and Mary, and you know, certain people, they didn't marry, they fought to marry for love. Elizabeth, she didn't even get married, and they was pushing her to do that. And hell, that was back in the 1400s. So I'm sure everybody was not a part of that agenda. And some people had the intelligence to know, but other people, they just was going on with the pedophile vibes and shit like that. But
what's great, and Gigi, and I'm saying, Gigi, what's great is that you bring these things up. You bring these things to light, and I applaud you. Go ahead, ladies. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's go 818. We got another caller. Can y'all please get these likes up? Calling from 718. You're live on the air.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Hold on. Okay, Trinity. Okay. you know, it's plenty Elizabeth with the queen title, right? So I was watching the White Queen that takes place in 1460 with Elizabeth of York. Okay, that's when the Yorks and the Lannisters were fighting, and within the Yorks and Lannister fightings, then came the Tudors. Okay, so also, I also was talking about Queen Elizabeth, the one that was the Queen of England that had to fight with her cousin, Mary of Scots. You know, that
The Virgin Queen who never married.
yeah, she never married, even though she was the man was forcing her to marriage. And this girl was a little girl coming of age, and all these men that are grown forcing her and threatening her to do this and doing that. And she had a mind of her own. Okay, shout out to you, Elizabeth. I don't like what you did, but you allowed the men to get in your head to go against your cousin, Mary. Y'all both, but y'all was kids. But these men were grooming them to go against each other when they didn't even have beef. You know, but these men wanted beef over territorial and ruling, and that's when the Catholics was fighting the Protestants. Okay, and you had a lot of religious beefs. But honey, you know I love that type of history, girl. Okay, but 718, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, sister, Mike pissing me off. This shit go on and it needs to stop. This is the age of Aquarius and Gemini's are on the loose. That Gemini's on the loose. That Gemini's on the loose. See, let it be known, Mike, you pissing me off trying to keep making excuses. That's the problem. Making excuses. It is what it is. It is what it is, yo. It is what it is. And it's a sensitive topic. So stop jumping in stuff that you ain't never, you got to go through stuff to know how it feels to went through that. All this, I think they wanted to marry him off. Yo, what you think?
Well, I think when it came to those little girls listening to my older women in my family, they said they didn't know what they were doing. They said that they didn't know nothing. They just knew that is what society pushed on them.
All we knew was don't say
right.
Nothing.
Like those men that they first married, they were not in love with them, but that was society push, you know? So there were victims. A lot of our ancestor women are victims, and they struggle through hard time. They are victims.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But that wasn't the reason why I was calling it.
Oh, well, yeah. You know, talk to me about this guy.
I got triggered real quick. So no disrespect, Mike, but I got triggered, you know. But as far as this Kendrick Lamar, we all know that Gemini is a great communicator. Only way you can stop a Gemini is to start asking them questions. That's when they fumble. But this Gemini is on the loose right here. And Tupac will be proud. And I want to tell you, y'all doing great work with this investigation, staying on everybody's neck and all that.
I couldn't hear a word he said. Sorry.
I love you. I love you, girl. All right, Rashida, you dropped and you got back. So talk to me.
Nah, I'm listening to everything that's going on. It's true. It's sad, but I'm glad we in the era now where we like, we not letting it happen
anymore. Our foot's on our neck, and because they were easy try to slip us back to those days of with these little girls, young girls going with these older men, so these men can take control and groom these girls.
Right, and not just blast the men that's doing it, but also blasting the parents that's allowing it to happen.
Hello.
I'm glad to see women have so much more emboldened power in themselves, you know, because women for many years didn't believe that they have the power, but a woman has more power than a man.
Do you really think they didn't believe, or they were told you don't have the power? You're not educated. You can't read. They were
taught that they were inferior. But a woman is actually over a man, because a woman is the only thing that can actually give life. You know, so, you know, I think a woman is coming into, you know, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think women are starting to realize now that they are the center of the universe. They are, you know, and I think that it's beautiful to see that, you know, because women should be respected. Are there bad women? Yeah. Are there bad men? Yeah. But if you meet a good man and a good woman, woman, it's a beautiful combo. I mean, you know, you
Gluten
live to, yeah.
says, I am so unprogrammed. Girl, get unprogrammed, child. Get unprogrammed.
Yeah.
Marley said, I'm 47 saying this, young ladies, you do not have to date an older man breathing all hard and sweaty all over you to get ahead.
All right. I got Gigi. I gotta say this. I gotta say this, please, if you don't mind, ladies. A woman is much more mature than a man. Okay, so I was 23, 22 when I met my
All right,
wife.
let's not get
Okay?
into personal because I really
No, I'm
don't
just
like
saying.
people
But
getting
she
to
was 26, and
right.
I could tell the difference in the maturity level. So
Right.
dating an older woman, I think, is a positive, not a negative. That's all I'm trying to say.
Got it. All right. Well, PTF, how you doing? It's good to see you back.
Hello, Gigi. How are you?
On hold real quick. I'm doing good. Did you hear about this Drake and this Kendrick stuff? What were your thoughts? Feel free to call in about the Drake and Kendrick because we're going to change gears in a minute, but go ahead.
I didn't really have any thought about that. I just wanted to bring up that you were talking about the ages. And I was just going to mention that in the 1600s to the 1800s, the reason why people married that young is because their life expectancy was till 40. So it was normal for people to get married at 12, 13, 14 during those times because they weren't going to live until not like they do now, where you can live till 80, 90. Their life expectancy back then was 40.
She has a point. There are a lot of childbirth deaths, and then they had infections, and bacteria, and diseases, and it wasn't very hygienic. She's right.
Right.
So when you had the kings and the queens, it was very normal for them to be preteen children.
But does it make it right? If tomorrow,
what I'm
it does not make it right. If tomorrow,
no, compared to now, no.
If life expectancy was cut down by 40, are we going to go back to the time where we're giving our kids up to older men so they can sexualize and do all this?
No, I'm not saying that it's right as of time right now.
Because the reason why a lot of people take offense to it is because these kids are victims. And to say,
yes.
Well, because you're going to die at 40, I'm going to push you in this lifestyle that you don't know nothing about as a child. And you're going to be forced to lay with this man and you're not going to have any rights. Or they did a whole bunch of wicked things that was normalized in that time period. So I'm not going to excuse it with life expectancy of 40. You can have a nice, pleasant life from doing adult things at the age of 18 to 35. Okay.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Animals, they don't even have a long life expectancy, but they make it work. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I wasn't talking about this time. I was just talking about back then.
I was talking about the back in the day too, because everybody back in the day, they were not doing child marriage. Everybody back in the day did not go into 12, 13. You did have some that waited, older, like 18, 19 before they got married. So it was common, but everybody was not a part of that agenda. So you still have people that had a good life at 18, 19. It was just during those times, they had horrible things. They allowed slavery during those times. These were wicked people that did a lot of horrible things that in today's time we have corrected.
And a lot of it, Gigi, like you said, it was about money.
Yeah, people can excuse the slave thing. Well, back in those days, they have all type of excuses why slavery was good and slavery is okay to own another human being and to buy another human being. I can never be okay with that, no matter what time period it was. But I definitely hear you.
Yeah.
Well, can I tell you, in these times, the Orthodox and Hasidic Jews, they marry their children very, very young.
let's not say to Jay. Let's leave them out the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's leave them out.
So that mean we can't talk about Drake no more?
Yeah. Well, Jake
Oh, okay.
said he a nigga, so we're gonna treat him like a
No,
nigga.
no.
What?
Because everybody know that's why he is on top. Everybody knows this. Gigi, you know what I did? I pulled the interview from when he first came out that they was having with him. Another person of his same you know.
Right. But even
And
if he is one of them, he identifies a nigga. I'm gonna treat him like a nigga. So that's why
but
I'm saying.
they don't is what I'm saying. He
But they
said, "Do
don't got
you?"
to. It's our show, it's our perspective. We're talking about hip hop. We ain't talking about no J stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So shit. When I look at Drake, I don't even think about no J stuff. When I look at Drake, I don't think about no religion, no groups. All I think about is hip hop in the black community. That's all I think.
But who owns the entertainment business in the black communities?
I already know where you're going with it. I don't want to go that area. I keep telling you, I'm staying away from them certain
All
groups.
right, all right. We gotta
Can I
stay away
can,
from it.
can I mention one name that I've heard? Isn't it true that Drake is directly linked to Lucian Grange?
That's his
That's what
baby
I've heard
daddy.
as well.
That's his sugar daddy. He's his sugar baby.
Well, he
Him,
has a more direct line,
right,
like just like Taylor Swift. It's a
right.
direct
Yes,
deal with UMG as opposed to
yes.
a smaller label.
And so in this thing that we was talking about with the Kendrick beef and all of this and other things, this multiple people in the industry has said that already.
Got it. So,
Ah,
anything else about Drake that from the Kendrick Lamar? When I tell you Kendrick Lamar, honey, he is trashing Drake. And I want to know, do y'all like him trashing Drake? Do you think it's what Drake deserve? Press
King
Yes, Drake
Kunta.
4
is
if it's
overrated.
what Drake deserve. Press
King
8.
Kunta.
Hold on, Rashida. Press 8 if you think nah. Press 10 if you on Drake team. What are Drake people at? Why ain't the Drake fans calling in defending Drake, honey? If you know one thing about me, honey, I don't take sides. I don't give a damn about neither one, to be honest with you. So if you on Drake team and you want to defend Drake, by all means, go in. Just be respectful, and I will respect you. I don't give a damn for real. All right. So I do also want to talk about who next on the list. Who is next on the list? I guess Bryant McKnight. Now, I don't know if you guys know Bryant McKnight. Drake is a low vibrational. Okay, thank you. Reveal the truth. Donate 5. Well, okay, Drake. What I gotta say about Drake? To be honest with you, I listen to Drake? Hell yeah, he makes some bops. But I'm not invested in Drake. I'm not invested in Kendrick Lamar. I'm not invested in no celebrity. Honestly, like, oh my God, I like talking shit about him. Yes, I do. I like talking shit about anybody, to be honest with you, because I'm a shit talker. But I don't give a damn about these niggas for real. I don't got nothing personal with them or against them. I don't hate them or I don't think about them when I go to sleep at night, good or bad. Okay, I'm just here to talk about what everybody else talking about, and I just put my mouth on it. But shit, with this beef, Kendrick Lamar, I feel he's gonna put his foot on Drake. He's not letting out. I feel like he has a dislike for Drake. He's gonna bust over Drake skeletons, and also by doing this, he is letting everybody know that he is the King Kong. He is the king. He is the alpha and the omega in hip hop, honey. Okay.
That
And that is just what it is. And I think
yeah.
this is what he's doing to get his crown. A lot of people have Drake is overrated. If you're overrated, that means that a lot of people are buffing you up. That means that you're sitting on somebody's throne if your ass overrated. Everybody that
Right.
some group gonna say they're overrated because they don't like them and a whole bunch of group of people like them, so they feel some type of way. I don't give a damn if a whole bunch of motherfuckers like somebody. It don't make me none. As long as they don't try to force me to like a person, that's all. But I'm not gonna talk shit about somebody that say, "Oh, I don't like them. They over." I don't give a damn. Okay, but Kendrick sees that and he does not respect Drake, so he is gonna be bold. And I guess they say this is what hip hop is. Hip hop is a bold community where they snatch crowns and they confront people and in a bold way, and that is what he's doing. And
He
then
did that a long time ago.
yeah, okay. Well, this is when I'm realizing it. If he did a long time ago, I did not realize this back in the day. But yeah,
His
he's
nickname.
now I want to know
Jeezy.
when Kendrick Lamar, when he sits on this throne for a while, who's gonna try to take it from him? Because anytime you sit on a throne, you are making yourself a target. Okay.
But
Anybody that's at the top, they're gonna want to take it away from you one way or another. That's just what
I,
it is.
I don't think he want to sit at the top though, Gigi. He just want to let everybody know that he in there. Don't play with him because he can get down with the best of them. Because he came in the game giving people the bit. That's how he got in the game. He came in the game with a song and shut all of the hot rappers at that time. He took shots at them, and he revved up the community, because at that time a lot of people was saying hip hop was dead, hip hop was dead. So he came out with this controversial song and made everybody get in the studio and start writing, and that's what we needed it. But then he kind of like fell back, and I guess what have been going on, he ain't like it, so he started taking shots again. That's why they crown him, they call him King Kunta.
Right.
That's
Well,
why, you know
that's
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
say. Even though he don't want the crown by doing that, like you said, this is what hip hop people want. This is what the black community want. They want controversial. The black community, they want drama. They want beef. They want conflict. And whoever going to bring them beef, conflict, and controversy, they're going to uphold them as the king because this is what they want. So he's going to get crowned, even if that is not intention. By doing that, that is how you get crowned in the black hip hop community. That's what it seemed like. Now, for me personally, I don't like the shit. I don't like all this beef, and I don't like people talking about people and shit like that. That's not my type of shit. I like to listen to, you know.
You like bop music, the music that you would hear in the clubs. So his song he dropped today was more of a bop.
Pop music, but I do like mean girl music. I like revenge music, but not when it's just like so salacious or so hardcore, when you're naming people and you're going like get into some serious allegations. I just like the little scratch meow stuff, like vague stuff, but not too not
Like,
deep. Like these
so
are very deep, like for my personal taste. Like I'm not going to be sitting at home bopping to these songs or nothing like that. And
what
get
about Nicki and Meg? Like that?
no, because that's just too deep to me, and it's just like, okay, it don't make me feel good. I don't have the spirit where, oh my God, I want to get rah rah, and I want to and I want to put my foot down on a bitch. I don't have that in my life. Now, do I? Okay, I tell you a song that I do like. It's by Taylor Swift. Look What You Made Me Do, or Bad.
Oh,
We got Bad Blood. That's songs about a friendship that one of her friendship betrayed her, and now she wants some type of revenge, or she want to show people, hey, I'm doing better than you ever think I could be doing. Don't you know, like a breakup to make up song where your boyfriend cheat on you, he do you wrong, and then you come back stronger, better than ever, more confident. I like those type of songs. It's a pick me upper, it's a revenge, but it's inspirational at the same time. But it's not dealing with allegations and deep shit like that. That's not my world. But I understand a lot of people like that shit. Kudos to them. Okay. And it makes gossip. So that's what we're talking about now. I'm just talking about my personal to what's going on out here in the
I
street.
can't believe you went to Taylor Swift. You couldn't give us somebody else.
Girl, that's what I be listening to. Her
Mhm.
Reputation album is one of my favorite albums. Okay.
Of all times.
One of them. I don't know about all times, but one Rashida. Don't
Give
get
me somebody else. Give me somebody else. Name somebody else.
trouble. Don't get me in trouble. Shit. Okay.
Gigi said, you know, like Taylor Swift. No, I don't know because I don't listen to her. I'm not saying her music bad.
Right. You just that's not your thing. And now
Yeah, it's not my thing.
I never try to force her on anybody. I promise you I don't. When I'm with friends, I don't listen to her. When
What
I'm
about
with
Doja Cat?
I don't listen to her. By myself, I listen to Doja Cat by myself, but if I was with friends or family, I would not turn to Doja Cat because I know they probably don't like her. So
Oh no, Gigi. We gonna
what?
have a talk because it sounds like don't be ashamed of our music now.
Why would I say that?
Cause you said by yourself.
No, I said Doja Cat. A lot of people, she has pop music. A lot of friends or associates that I hang out with, their music tastes are so different from mine. Just like I was hanging out with a date last night, right? He like Young Thug. I mean, that NBA Young.
Oh,
I
oh
listen
no.
to him.
Yeah, no, I don't do that either.
I listen to him because he likes them, but I don't listen to his shit. And I play Taylor Swift. He don't even listen to that shit. He never heard the song that I played. So we were playing music, but our music tastes are so different, but we have a lot of common. So, it's just what it is, what it is.
Y'all
So
couldn't meet in the middle with like Luther or Patty or
it
Shaka Khan or something.
doesn't matter because we had a good conversation and the conversation was so bomb. He didn't care if I played Taylor. I didn't care if he played NBA Youngboy. You know what I'm saying? He played what it was. I didn't give a damn. I don't care. I asked him, I said, you act like you such a good man, but you're listening to a guy that's talking about bodies. Okay. And he just laughed. He was like, yeah, and I'm not putting it past some shit. I got family that love that type of shit. So it is what it is, I don't hold or, like, okay, you listen to this, then I don't know, child. So yeah. I like what I like. And people like what they like, and it is what it is. We was in his car. I would sit back and I would allow him to play all the rap music. I don't have to listen to Taylor Swift around him. I can stomach NBA and I can stomach that. Just don't turn it up too damn loud and don't drive too fast, and I'm good. Okay.
You don't like fast driving and loud music, Gigi?
Oh, I got one dude I used to talk to. I don't even feel safe in his car because he drives those fast ass cars and he likes to drive fast. I don't like it. I don't like them loud ass noise cars that they get. I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable. I don't like the run.
Well, yeah, not no loud car. That sometimes they soup it up too much. That be too much noise for no reason. But yes, give me a nice fast car that go from 0 to 60 in a second, and some banging like give me a Mary J. Blige album and some open road
All right.
where there's not a lot of cars. I'm riding out.
I'm gonna scare his ass. I'm gonna say the police coming, nigga. The police. I'm gonna say the police gonna pull your garbage ass over. Don't say shit when the police pull you over. I'm gonna keep the police in his head, okay? Because
Yeah.
I don't want to get in a car crash, and I don't like all that. I think it dangerous.
Not reckless driving.
What girl?
Gigi, you have intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, I'm not talking about driving reckless, but there ain't nothing wrong with a little speed, just a little bit, just a
They
little
say
bit.
I drive like a granny, so you can only imagine.
Oh no,
I'm a
driving Miss
safe driver.
Daisy.
Yes, I'm a safe driver. And I always wear my seatbelts, and I'm gonna make sure
Oh
everybody
yeah,
in my car wear them seatbelts.
yeah, I do seat belts too, but I love like when I'm stressed out, like go out 3 o'clock in the morning, open roll, turn my music up, roll my windows down, and just ride out.
I'm gonna
It's
say, look at her,
peaceful.
she going too damn fast. She gonna get in the car accident.
Don't wish that on me. I ain't never been in no car accident. Don't wish that on me.
What I be saying when I be seeing y'all fast drivers. And Rashida, I cannot stand when y'all get behind me, and because I'm going the speed limit, y'all want to try to rush me.
Oh no, no, I don't do that. I'll just Get over. I'll just get over. I don't tailgate. I don't do none of that craziness.
Big old trucks, and y'all try to intimidate people with y'all big cars. Oh, I can't stand
I
y'all.
don't like that either. My father taught me about that when I was younger because he was a truck driver. And he used to tell me, baby girl, don't be scared because that truck will flip before this car will. So, yeah, I don't like that either. I'm not talking about reckless driving, just a little bit of speed, wind blowing in your hair, nice music playing in the night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, preferably.
So what,
It's just the bomb.
70 miles per hour on a freeway?
It depends on where I'm at because when I be going to Jersey from here, the speed limit on 78 is 75. So yeah, like 85.
Slow down. Cruise. I rather cruise. I don't like cars. I like cruising. I like cruising in a luxury car just to
You
cruise.
give
Okay.
me a Dodge Charger, smoke gray. Yes.
Mm. All right. Well, let's turn the block a little bit and let's go to Brian McKnight. Now, you guys know that Brian McKnight, he have biological kids, and people are calling him out, and they cancel his show. Did you hear about it, Rashida?
Yeah, I heard that. I
What's
seen he did a live, didn't he?
He did a
Yeah.
lot of lives. And Mia said, Gigi is scary. Y'all know I'm damn scary. Yes, I am scary. Why am I so scary? I don't know. Do it got something to do with my upbringing? I was always told, you should not drive fast. You should do this. You be very cautious. Possibly. I don't know. But that's just how I am. And I don't like driving with everybody. I've had situations where family was taking road trips, and because I don't like my stepdad, I would never drive with my stepfather. I promised myself years ago I would never do that to myself. I would rather rent a car and drive if I'm visiting to go somewhere else. And he's so nice. Well, come on, you can roll with us. No, I would not. If we go to Walmart, I'm going to drive and I'll follow you there. I'm not going to do that to myself. When I'm riding with my stepfather, I feel his driving is a little reckless, okay? And I hate feeling not in control because when you are a driver, my life is in your hands. And I'm allowing that to happen when I get into your vehicle. And I want to take my power back. So if I don't trust you as a driver, I promise you, I'm not getting in your car. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm because if anything happened, I can't blame you because I knew better. I knew your ass was reckless. I knew you wasn't a safe driver, and I did it anyway. So
Yeah.
be uncomfortable in nobody's car. I don't want to be squirting, screaming. Okay, you see that? Okay, turn right. You see that? I don't want to. I want to relax. So I can't do it.
But that's why I don't know. I don't when I'm by myself, I'm by myself. When other people in the car with me, I can't do that because they life in my hands. But I'm talking about when I like to do a little speed, 3 o'clock in the morning, I need to like clear my mind. That's what I do. That's just me by myself. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you. If you don't feel comfortable in somebody's car, don't ride with them. Because I don't ride with reckless drivers either.
It was years I didn't realize I had the power not to get in the car. It was so many times I felt bad. I was like, I don't want to hurt their feelings because I don't want to ride with them. And I would do it anyway because I didn't want to offend anybody saying, no, I don't want to ride with you. And I don't want them to think that I have something against them because I don't want to ride with them. I just don't feel comfortable. And I told myself a while ago, I want to take control of my life. I don't want to be in uncomfortable situations, and I don't have to. And I didn't realize I had the power to say no, even if it's going to hurt your damn feelings. I'd rather have my comfortability than to be sitting in there feeling some type of way, and because I'm trying to make you feel all right. I don't. And it's been
Right.
great ever since. I love that freedom. I love taking my power back. If I get into a car accident, it's because of me, not because of you. Okay.
Yeah. Not somebody in the chat said they calling the cops.
They calling the cops on who? Me?
No, I guess because I'm talking about speed. Said you better
Oh,
slow your A down. I'm calling the cops.
yeah, because there's so many reckless driving, Rashida, and let's not forget about drinking while driving. It's so
Oh
much
no, no, no.
going.
Mm-mm. I don't do that. I barely drink anyway. I really can't handle nothing anyway. But no, no drinking and driving, none of that craziness, and not being reckless with driving. You know how people they don't use their signals, they'll cut you off at the last minute without you knowing, tailgating out. None of that.
Topic. Thank you, Tamika. I'm sorry. Okay, so Brian McKnight, he came out and pretty much his show got canceled, y'all. Are y'all for Brian McKnight? What do y'all think? Brian McKnight concert canceled after social media trolls event organizers by saying they're only coming if he brings his original kids. Okay. And they say they would not go for free. So, what are your thoughts about this? I'm reading the comments over here. Black women is his target market, and Black women don't play when it comes to the kids. Brian
Right.
Knight is officially canceled. So they saying Black women are saying no, we would not support a deadbeat father that has the means to protect and really provide for his kids, and he goes out his way to shame his Black kids. He goes out his way to do harm on his Black kids. So Black women are his audience and say no, we will not put money in your pockets. Rashida,
That's crazy.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here and I feel like at the end of the day, those are his supporters. How do you All right, so it's his own personal business, right? And if they don't want to spend their money on him because of how he treats his children, that's their right. As long as he know with him walking around with a nonchalant attitude, like he don't care, he gonna do it anyway. He gonna lose a whole bunch of fans. So if he trying to get canceled, he did a great job. Cause that ain't right. It sounds like him and Steve Harvey suffering from the same thing. They think the grass greener on the other side and forgetting the fact that while you sitting up there bashing your biological kids, they are part you. So what does that say about you, sir?
Right. Do you think that in the Black community, they also contributed to, like, a Black person going out their way to diss their own Black community and uplift in another community?
Like, what do you mean? In which way?
Oh, Lord, Rashida. Ah,
In
okay.
what way?
Okay. Say, for instance, if Brian McKnight, he went out his way to, like a Candace Owens girl, like he goes out his way to dog out the Black community while uplifting the white community.
I think that with everything going on, it's showing you exactly what it is. Brian McKnight didn't have that stigma on him before. So that's why he got our support. But now that he's showing his true colors and now he's with this other side, they like, no, they trying to cancel him now. So I don't think that um we supported him in doing that because it's clearly showing the opposite.
Hmm. Okay, Chevron, your thoughts, or BTF? Go ahead.
60 seconds.
Yeah, I
I was just,
agree. Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, you can go first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with the comment. I don't think it has anything to do with color. I think this is just his own personality and his own self-hate, and this is just something that he has harboring within himself, and he's just lashing out. I don't think it has anything to do with color, but it's just him personally.
Mm. Okay, so when I
Yes.
brought up the color, let me break it down more so you can see my idea when it's come to comparison. All right, so take me for instance, I'm Black, okay? So, and take if I was a father like Brian Knight, these are my kids. These my biological kids, and the Black community is my community just by default. These are my people. It's a
10 seconds.
connection. It's a cord, okay? So if I cut both of them off, the Black community and my own biological kids, and I take up another group of kids and I support them while trashing my own biological kids. And say, for instance, if I did the same with the Black community, I cut off the Black community and I start coming out here trashing the Black community while uplifting the white community and saying the white community is so much better. I was just saying that in some instances, I can see how, it could be the same because they're both your people that you disconnect, and now you're upping a different group when you don't have to. And it seemed like he goes out his way to do so.
I can see that. So he's basically disconnecting with everything that's Black, including his own children that he helped, give life into this world.
And why do Black people feel so connected to counsel him? Why is that? I don't see. I guess those are his audience members, of course.
Okay.
Go ahead, BTF.
So I see this a little differently. From what I understand, he's been not the nicest to his biological children for some time, correct? It's not just in the past 2 weeks. This has been going on for a long time, right? Yes? No?
Yes.
I
think
believe
he
so,
also
Rashida. Has this been going on for a long time with Brian McKnight?
I thought it started when he ran away with the woman,
Yeah, I thought.
and he's
Which
been
is
with her for a while.
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought.
so it's been a while. It's
Yeah,
not like 3 months ago. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years.
Because they said
So
he used to spoil his Black kids.
so the way I look at it is his fan base and his audience is from years ago. All right? And mainly it's females. And now that audience has grown with him. So they are now most likely mothers and grandmothers. He's not going to a concert where he's got all this new audience of 20-year-old single women. So he's going to lose who he had as a fan base because they're coming from a maternal standpoint.
Got it. So do you think it's more projecting, like certain guys, just like Brian, he is, I guess, a figure of a lot of guys that do this to a lot of Black girls or people?
It's just a man doing that to a child.
Got it.
So a female audience member is going to look at it as a personal insult.
well, they not all his children are grown.
But I'm talking about the audience looking at him the way he's talking about his own biological children in a not so nice way. An audience member could take it personally as a man dissing a child,
Yeah,
coming from a mother's point of view, who they all are now. I don't think he's got 18-year-olds saying, "Oh my God, I got to go buy tickets to his concert."
no. All his fans is old.
Mhm.
Older.
Yeah, older. Yeah,
Lemme says they don't agree. Well, comment, why don't agree or hit that link? Share your thoughts. Chevron, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I still think that it's just a personality trait. Like, didn't he just have a son not so long ago with a new wife, and he decided to name the son Brian McKnight Jr., and he already has a junior?
He did. He already told y'all he don't want them goddamn kids now. Do he have a right to not want kids, his biological kids? Do he have that right?
No.
Well, is he gonna get locked up?
Can't lock him up for being a deadbeat.
No, he got a goddamn right for that then. It's just that his audience members is not going to support him. Why do he have to be so personal? Why do we have to know all this about Brian McKnight?
I agree because even with the headliner saying, we're only coming if you bring your original kids. What is bringing his original kids to the concert going to do for his children?
I don't know. It seemed like the audience want to force him to be a father, and I don't think they can
Wait,
force it. They don't have
but
that power.
they said bring his children as if they're not grown adults that can't come there.
Right? They ain't kids. They his
They're
kids, but
not
they ain't
children. They his
kids. They
kids,
grown
but yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about that, Rashida? What are you thought about these group of people that want him to force his kids to come to a damn concert?
Well, I think that part is a little extreme because, okay, say they don't want to come to his concert. What about that? Like him, I don't know the dynamics of why they fell out. Now, if they fell out because he just got with this new woman and he started acting funny, I think it's messed up. And I think he's wrong for that. But we don't know the dynamics of why they fell out. But they are grown. I think that he need to sit down with his kids, have some type of conversation with them. But he don't need to be bashing his original, like his older kids, and bigging up the younger ones. If they got any type of issues that's going on, that's something that he need to sit down and work with them. They need to work it out behind closed doors, not get on social media or whatever and bash them
Yes,
or embarrass them
they
every
got
chance.
the whole people involved in it. Now you have one comment with over 1,000 likes, and you guys see it because I pulled it up. It says, "Good. Counsel him in real time to sing to the Asian community. See if they support you." All right. So they're saying give him to the Asian community because his kids are Asian and his wife
Is
is Asian.
it? Do you think it's about money, Gigi? Like, are they mad at him because they want money, or is it really him not wanting to be a part of their life anymore? Like, what? I
Honestly,
didn't get
this
that part.
Rashida, he spoiled those kids. They came out and they said that daddy is not doing this for them at a grown age. And they blame daddy because daddy did not teach them independence. So they depend on him. And when dad
Oh,
on the
so he
dad,
spoiled them, and now that they're grown,
yeah,
he's making them get it on their own, and now
right.
well, look,
So daddy went to this Asian woman and daddy treating her kids better than me. And daddy is saying that these Asian kids are more responsible and accountable. And he's giving them a goddamn pat on the back. But he didn't teach us to be responsible and accountable. So what the fuck? How do we supposed to learn, daddy? Daddy, and they came out talking about him and exposing him. He ain't no good daddy. He put them Asian women before us, y'all. And then, oh my God, the race tone on it. I know he did not. These how these niggas do, y'all. These how these niggas do. So Brian McKnight, he said, nigga, I'm gonna come back for you. And then he started putting his foot on their neck in public. Cause I guess
oh, they started the public thing.
expose me and I'm just gonna be quiet. Nigga, you got the wrong one. You know how black niggas do some of them. Basically old school, they not gonna allow they son to up them. Okay. So he kept that same goddamn energy. Okay. And he kept that energy and he just kept that shit going. Okay.
All right, they need to leave
Don't
him alone because I'm
won't be
still
no
gonna go.
shit. Don't
I'm
start no shit. Won't be no shit. That's
Look, GJ, I'm telling you now, if he come to my city, I'm still going to his concert because he got some bangers.
I
I
don't blame
thought,
him. He ain't no pedo. I don't give a damn. Shit.
yeah, for real.
He ain't no damn pedo.
He ain't got to bring them kids to know. First of all, they not kids. But to say you have to bring them to the concert or he ain't got to bring them. First of all, they could buy tickets and come or whatever, however that works. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they're
What about
not
the
finna do.
good shit that he did when he was with their mom? What about that? That don't count for nothing.
I mean, he completely raised them to be adults. He took
He
care of them
did. But
financially
they
and he
said
was there.
because he's rich and he spoiled them, you can't spoil a child and then just leave them high and dry as an adult. Well, that's what the black community are saying, child. Okay, child, you know a lot of these black people got their goddamn sons 40 and 30 years old living with them, so they gonna see shit different.
I heard that too, that he said something about that his children was a product of sin. I ain't mean to
Yes, I
get you
heard
on that
that too.
part, but what the hell does that mean?
That means that they were fornicating. Before they had, their kids are a bastards. That's like religious back in the day.
Oh,
When your
But
kid,
doesn't he have two sons and he named them both Brian?
yeah,
didn't he change his name? He,
well, his other child that he just got is Brian, because he named him Brian McKnight Jr. He wanted him to have his name, and I guess the first one, the bastard child, that was illegitimate. Back in the day when they had illegitimate, that means the child that go in the shadows, and then you have the child that you're proud of, that you're gonna raise. So,
no, wait,
no,
hold on.
hey,
I'll be right back, Gigi, because I don't think that's it. I think his son name is something else, and he changed his name to fit
Yeah,
his
he did,
youngest
Rashida.
son
He
name.
changed his
His-
name.
yeah, his name is not
Yeah.
Brian.
No, it's still Brian, but he added, I guess, I don't know if his wife is Asian or Hawaiian or I think she's a Hawaiian Pacificer, but he's still Brian McKnight Jr. He just added, her foreign name into his name, but it's still Brian McKnight
Oh,
Jr.
okay.
or Senior.
well, shit. If that's the case, then all these niggas, they're gonna y'all gonna trash them too, because it's a lot of them out here that's not taking care of their kids. They haven't did nothing for their damn kids. But I guess the difference is Brian McKnight, he's honest about it versus hiding about it. I guess they rather, if you hide about it, you probably won't get the backlash. But if you're gonna be bold about it, you're gonna get that bold backlash. That's what it looked like. So, honey,
Can can I ask if this might all be BS? Could it be that there were no ticket sales? Because I can't see a venue canceling a concert if you're sold out.
well, that's a good question. I don't know if that's possible. All I know in the comments, they said no peace for deadbeats. So all you deadbeat niggas out here, no peace. That's what they're saying. But if that's the case, then why do y'all
Wait, so
worry?
what does that mean, Gigi? So that means that when your children become adults and they're able to function on their own, you're still supposed to take care of them. And if you don't
That's
financially take care of them, you're a deadbeat, or if you
that's
don't give
what they're saying.
time. And,
That's what they're saying, child. They want it all.
um,
They said the black community said, Brian McKnight, when you die, your biological kids should take that damn fortune, not the Asians. Okay. Okay. Because I guess they see, listen, if we have a child with you, that's an investment, that's the money. Don't cut the money off. And some parents live through their kids too. Especially back in the day, they used to live through their kids. So I don't know, child. A lot of people in the comment, hey, if y'all know more about this and you agree with these girls out here that's canceling Brian McKnight, call in, tell us your perspective. Because Rashida don't have that mindset. Siobhan, do you have that mindset that these black girls have in these comment section that's saying cancel deadbeats and cancel Brian McKnight for him not supporting his adult kids?
If that's how you feel personally, then speak with your dollars. But you can't force everyone else to feel like that. I feel like if you, as a fan or as a supporter, you do not like something, then speak with your dollars and speak with your views and keep it on pushing.
So
Everyone has that
you
right.
agree with these girls or no?
I don't agree with the if you don't bring your adult children, then we won't go to your concert. I don't agree with that. But I agree, but I feel that as a personal individual, if you do not like him as, as a supporter of what he has done to his children, then you have every right to feel that way, but you do not have to force those views on everyone else. I just feel like everyone is their own separate person, and if you want to if you don't like something, speak with your views and speak with your dollars.
Got it. If Bryant McKnight's song came on, would you skip it or would you listen to it?
I wouldn't care to listen to it, me personally.
Okay, let me ask that question again. If you was a Bryant McKnight fan, but because you know the situation with him and his kids, are you gonna listen to Bryant McKnight or are you gonna skip it because of the situation with his kids?
If that's how I feel personally, then yeah, I would probably skip it.
Okay, so I'm trying to get a certified. Is that how you feel? But you're not giving it to me.
I mean, me personally, I don't really care for Bryant McKnight as a person. I don't care for his music as an artist. So
That
that's
ain't
just
giving me
me.
what I want to know. Okay, so if it was somebody that you liked, would this cause you not to like them anymore as far as their music?
Yes, that will cause me not to like them even more. Yes.
Okay, so she'll skip it. Okay, BTF. What about yourself? If you had a celebrity or music genius that you love his music, and you find out he was dealing this same situation, would you listen to him, or you just gonna throw out all the CDs and the musics that the investment
If
that
I
you
if I really liked him and it was this situation about his former kids, blah blah blah, I think I still would go.
Okay. Now for me, I'm gonna listen to what I want to listen to because I don't give it shit. That's his family issues.
Mhm.
That's your family shit. Deal with it. I don't want to know about your family shit. And frankly, I don't want to know about your business. I don't want to know about your personal business. I come here to listen to that music. You are an entertainer, and I'm going to see you as an entertainer. I'm not getting heavily involved in your personal life unless you did a crime or something like that. But ain't no crimes been made. So that's how I feel about that. All right. So Rashida. All right.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Diddy came out and he had a prayer. And
Mm.
sound like TD Jakes. It's him and TD Jakes holding hands now. What the hell is going on? It said Diddy. Now, I wouldn't have did this with TD Jakes, but maybe Diddy don't give a damn about what
What
y'all
Little Roz said, Gigi?
that TD Jakes is a power bottom. Shit, I don't know.
No, he said that one day they was working out and he was watching TD Jakes and he said he was watching his mannerisms because he was going to use him to change up his image because of the Cassie's lawsuit that had came out. So TD Jakes was a part of this whole scheme of things before everything else hit already.
Uh-huh. Well, all right, so I'll play a little snippet. Oh hell, this is a damn video. I'm not trying to look at the video. I ain't trying to get copyright. Shit. Let me do this real quick.
Hysterical, not frantic, not anxious, not fretful.
Okay, who is these people? Hold on, I'm getting a visual. I'm getting a visual. Who are these people?
But steady
Oh, that's Diddy.
in the storm. Looks bad, looks tough, but remain steady in the storm.
All right, steady in the storm, honey. So what I think about it, I think that he's trying to send a message and he's going to get all the religious people on his side. I have seen this play done before. Anytime people are getting in a lot of trouble, they get religious, and religion people, they don't judge like that, the real ones, and they will redeem them. Everybody in certain religions can be redeemed if they fight for them or say some words or do their rituals. And I think that he realized too that a lot of people, even all those rumors that came about TD Jakes' congregation did not leave him. They stayed by his side. So he knows the power of religion versus the power of hip hop. If a rumor come out you in the hip hop community, shit, they gonna sway and they gonna leave. But one thing about these religions, honey, they like cults. They gonna stay with you no matter what. thick or thin, they're gonna stay down to the last drop. And we have seen this play out many times on the news. Is it a play that will work? I'm sure it will sway a lot of people, and it's better to sway some than none. And it shows that he don't give a damn about what y'all say, because I feel like if he cared about what y'all say, he would not associate himself with TD Jakes, because he fears that y'all gonna think they doing something freaky together. Okay, but he did it. It just empowers, that they're staying together, or he's still gonna, do him. And I don't know, TD Jakes, he still got, they said he did step down, but hell, the powder house is still powdering. Okay. They still making a whole bunch of big money. The congregation is still full, and ain't nobody leaving that church the way I see it. And they standing up for their church people. But Rashida, your thoughts?
I think that Little Roy called exactly what he was gonna do, and now he's proven him right by making this move. So I think people should look at that, because in that lawsuit, he told us this play right here. What we looking at today is what he told us over a month or so ago.
Yeah.
I think what you
That before he said that, what Little Rod said, I know it means a lot to you, Rashida, but that don't mean shit to me. We
oh
saw
no, not a
Diddy
lot.
and TD Jakes holding hands and being together way before Little Rod said that shit. And people already had their speculations about TD Jakes and Diddy before Little Rod even came to play. But go
But
ahead.
I'm talking about using him in a sense of now he was gonna use the church. He was already, to me, look, hearing everything I heard, looking at everything that done played out already, it seemed like before the Cassie even came up, way before that, he was already preparing for something. He had already talked about he was trying to spread love. Then he tried to give people back they music with an NDA attached to it. He was setting up for something. And why wouldn't he try to go the church route and, oh, I'm saved, I'm this, I'm that, to try to, because to be honest, he does care about what we think, because at the end of the day, if the people don't like him, then he has no power with the higher ups, because what is he going to do for them if he can't sway us, if he can't sway people to come in and do business with him?
Mhm.
He got to be influential.
When I say like he didn't care what the people say, you have a lot of people that speculate TD Jakes and Diddy, they got something going on together. And to me, if he cared about those people and what they said, I don't think he would have did this collaboration, because they're going to make more claims that Diddy and TD Jakes are lovers or some shit like that. But do he cares? I think everybody cares about everybody to some degree, even religious people, they care about the thoughts of others a lot. I was in it, I know it. But yeah, he does. I do agree with you. He does care. I was just talking about that type of.
uh you saying the allegation part, he
Yeah,
don't care about the,
about
okay,
that group, not everybody. It's a certain group. The
but
AI
he's using him.
using
He
T.
used, yes, because look
Yeah,
at
he
look
used
at what
everybody
happened.
he can. He used everybody. I agree with you. He used everybody.
TD Jakes came, the whole thing blew up on him first, right? He supposedly steps down. But what did you just say? They still making money. His people is still with him, standing strong. So he recognized that, just like you was able to recognize it, we recognize it, he recognized it, and now he capitalizing off of it.
I mean, the church will always stay strong. The church is more powerful than you know. I mean, we talked about how back in the day where they had pedophiles and they pushed it in the world, the church was behind that. The church was there with that, and God still blessed the church, and the church still uh grew out of all the crimes and stuff. So um I wouldn't expect it to go any other way.
Yep, I agree. That's what I agree
Seen
with.
a lot of pastors do crimes in the church, and the church ain't going nowhere. I mean, I wouldn't
Right.
expect any other way.
Right. So it makes sense that he would go that route. It just makes sense.
Just like Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston.
Oh, he got that church.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what you do. That is a play. It's a play. If your back is against the wall, you run to church. People hide behind church. They use church for whatever. It's been that way from the beginning of time. A lot of people, the wars, they use the church and religion to fund and fight their wars. That's just how it always been. So,
Yep.
I think it's a play that a lot of people saw coming.
Yeah.
Just like Tory Lanez. When Tory Lanez was about to go to jail, all you heard was, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, please." You haven't seen that man to be that religious
Ever.
ever. All his
Ever.
music about fornication and everything else. But as soon as they go into jail, all you prayers. I mean, that's just how the world is. That's just how.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked.
Me either.
So BTF, your thoughts?
Now, this was released on what? His Instagram, his Twitter,
I
what was it?
So
He
and
didn't you
I
didn't hear anything from him, right?
no,
So I think this is his team putting
correct.
it out.
I agree with you, BTF. I agree. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And all in all, it's not going to matter one bit in federal court.
Okay, yeah, because church and state supposed to be separate, right?
Right. This is for us though. These
Yeah.
visuals is to sway us.
Yes, this is all about his image.
Yeah.
His team is trying to clean up and fix his image. So now he's religious. He can't be this person that has all these allegations.
Even though that the pastor that's running the church got the same allegations
Exactly.
still. But he can't be.
Exactly.
I did hear that TD Jakes got his name out the lawsuit. Did you hear that or no?
I bet he did.
No.
I wouldn't put it past him though. I really wouldn't. He's a man of the cloth.
Got
So
it.
that does not surprise me.
Which allegation though?
I don't know. They just said that TD Jakes pretty much, I guess he talked to somebody or he sued and to get his name out the lawsuit of that boy, Little Rodney, because he put a lot of people names in there that got their names out because Little Rodney, I think he did lie to some degree. I know he lied when he talked about that point that the gay star. He deliberately lied and said it was someone else and it wasn't.
They
So
said they paid that man off to say that was him.
no,
Because
Rashida, I know him. That was him.
See, the thing with the Little Rod case,
Say that.
I
But
keep hearing a lot of stuff.
people
but-
lie and people
but
gonna lie to point their narrative. But that guy, that's a star, a G porn star,
yeah.
popular in the scene. I've done an interview with him, and that was him. It's nothing to lie about. But people don't want that to be him. They want to believe that Little Rodney, so they're gonna say whatever.
See, I heard people were saying that they paid them or something like that. So that's why I said it. I didn't see
no,
the tape, so I don't know if it was him because I never seen the tape. I just heard that there was a tape.
Nah. Go see the tape. It's clear as
Where?
that G. I don't know where that. I guess on Twitter somewhere. Shit, once it's on the internet, it's always there. Just look for it and you'll find it.
I
But
gotta find him.
yeah, shit, ain't nobody gotta lie about that.
See,
Why would
see
they
the-
expect And that gay man ain't getting paid. Shit. His
I
ass
said,
he's struggling.
but I mean, if somebody was to lie about it and they paid somebody to say, "Hey, say that was you," and they getting money for it, they will lie and say it was them. But if it wasn't Stevie J, then that's messed up. I didn't know that because I.
BBJ. It was the porn star. We know what he looks like. He's been in the community for a long time.
Oh, so he an old head like me.
Hell yeah. I said
Oh, okay.
you and Rashida. Shit. I've been on here for too long. Shit. He got
Was
kids and everything. I think he got
I have so
huh?
I have a question for you about the TD Jakes. Where officially was he removed from Little Rod's case? Because I haven't seen any kind of document that that his papers had to be refiled or anything.
Got it. Well, this is what I heard. Now, in his case, what was said in his case, BTF, about TD Jakes?
I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm just saying that I
His
did
name,
see some of his file, but I've never seen a thing where it says any I've never seen any news channel say they went to court and Little Rod's attorney was asked to remove the following people from this case. I haven't heard that anywhere.
well, yeah, I've heard that, and I heard not only him, but it was other people that was doing it as well, because he named so many. But I was asking
Yes,
you,
Tony
when
said only
you
the
heard
lady was removed.
only a
but where
lady.
did you hear that, Rashida?
Tony just said that. He in the chat.
Yeah,
He said only the lady.
Ethiopia was removed from the lawsuit. The executive, the lady from Motown, I think she
Yes,
was an executive. She was removed from the
but where did he see that? Did he
He
see
said from
that on another YouTube channel or on the news?
I don't know. He said the court documents. Do you not have the court documents, BTF?
I had the original, not any amended
So do you
papers.
think there's other documents that's been added or subtracted or whatever?
How would you
I
find
haven't
that?
seen it. That's what I'm saying. I can't
Rashida,
find any
you want to
amended document.
well shit. BTF, you know it's the internet and you know people say stuff. But Rashida said how can she find it? Rashida want to see for herself.
Tony says he has the
You can
Tony
amendment.
just type
says he
in
has the
Little Rod's
amendment.
name and then civil lawsuit
You
documents.
have the amendment.
BTF, he said he got it.
How can we all see it? Can you give us the site or where we can go where it's public? Because it should be public, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, where can we all see it? All right. So Chevron, any comments?
I don't think Diddy is using the church. I think this is a dog whistle. I think this is a dog whistle to TD Jakes like, hey, where's my support? You better come out and support me. I got dirt on you. I don't think this is a ploy of Diddy joining the
But what
church or
can
trying to
TD
go
Jakes
the
do?
church route.
Got it. But what TD Jakes can't do shit. He black. What can he do?
No, I'm not saying TD Jakes can do anything, but I think this is a dog whistle that Diddy is pointing out. I honestly think this is gaslighting. He's taunting and he's gaslighting TD Jakes at
But
this
if
point.
TD Jakes was to help, TD Jakes can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's true. But in the mind of Diddy, Diddy's probably not thinking that. Who knows what Diddy is thinking? But I don't think
I
this
would
is a
think
ploy
TD
for him to join the
I would think
church.
Diddy is way smarter than me. And if
He
I
a narcissist though.
yeah,
Gigi.
I don't give a damn what it is. Shit. Narcissists are smart people. They are
Yeah,
manipulative.
but how are they though? Narcissists, maybe I see from her point of view. If nobody that was partying with you or claimed to be so close to you is coming out and defending you, it's like you taking a shot without saying. Only he knows and TD know because nobody of any that has any influence has spoken up for this man because nobody cares about what Stevie J has to say. Let's just be clear. Nobody cares.
But nobody cares. I don't know. I know what you're saying about narcissists. I don't think all narcissists are created equally. And Okay. I just can't see Diddy really want to get TD Jakes to speak up on his behalf. I don't. I think it's a dumbass move if he can't do shit and it's dumb as hell. TD Jakes come out here and say some shit. Y'all both gonna be in the doghouse, nigga.
Well,
Why
it
you that?
maybe it's other
You
ways he can help. Maybe it don't have to be a speak up. Maybe because with everything he going through, this is gonna be a really, really big financial blow. Because every second he's get paying these lawyers and doing this, and he doesn't have all of these deals that he had, and he's not making money. He's losing money. It could be a money thing. Like he want the church to back him. Because,
better sell them damn mansions. Sell them
but
damn.
you
Sell
remember.
Sell that Biggie catalog. Sell, sell, sell.
Right. You remember how they was putting in there that the Kardashians was involved and they had a church, and in this church fund, that's how they pay off people and stuff with this church fund. It could be that. It don't necessarily have to be him speaking out.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that, and it could be not. Shit. Those are just shit could be's. Okay.
When you ever see him in a church though, like that, praying, doing all of that? Normally you see the people from the church at his parties, not him in the church.
Well, I don't know. When have I ever seen anybody in the church? I've never seen none of y'all in the church.
Well, we not famous. You can't see us
I
in the
know,
church
but
because
I'm
we
just
ain't in the
saying.
light.
Right, but I'm just saying, shit. I don't know. You're asking me when last time I seen Diddy. Shit, I don't be seeing pastors in the church because I don't be going to see nobody. So I don't know. I think you only can say it if you go to those churches. If you're at the churches and you can say, well, Diddy don't
I'm
come to church ever, or
No, but I'm talking about publicly, Gigi, because he be everywhere. You know that Diddy don't go nowhere without him having somebody following him around, taking pictures or with a camera. He's been like that since I
so
known who he was.
whenever Diddy goes in a church, it's going to be for the public to see.
Right. That's how he lived his whole life.
I know that he does that a lot, but I believe every human, even celebrity, even the narcissist of the narcissists, don't have the goddamn paparazzi in their face every single time they go somewhere or go to church.
True.
I remember seeing a video of Diddy. He was coming out the gym and TMZ was all in his face. And he was like, man, can I get some privacy? He was really pissed off that he was in his face. Even Kanye West, they all have a breaking point. They
Oh,
all
Kanye don't like paparazzi at all.
no,
At
but just
all.
sometimes Kanye West, he calls for paparazzis to come see him. If he didn't like paparazzi, he wouldn't do that to his wife and have her dress half naked to get damn attention. He likes
Well,
it.
he was doing, but that was a promotion thing because that's
But
when
he
he.
wants the paparazzi. People want paparazzi when they want it, and they don't want it when they don't want it.
That's true.
Right. So that goes to all of them. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I know you feel your way. You feel like, hey, he don't even going to church. I don't know what these niggas doing, to be honest with you. That's just my take on it.
Oh, I know in the publicly, I've seen more pastors and people of influence at his parties more than I seen him in a church. And I'm just talking about like pictures in the media.
Yeah.
Like I seen him sitting there singing "Happy Birthday" to Diddy like he was Marilyn Monroe. I was like, "What the? Whoa, wait a minute! What is happening?"
Mm, 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 mm.
He was really like, "Happy birthday." Oh my god, that took me out, Gigi.
Mm,
Hey
All right.
Gigi, I'm gonna step down. Thank you for having me. You all
Thank you,
have a good
Siobhan.
night.
You
He
too.
has been asking to get in.
Okay, I'm gonna bring him in. So looking at these comments over here, it says you could have just quoted Jesus. You didn't have to bring TD Jakes involved. I think he picked the wrong bishop, given the allegations. Forgiveness does not free you from natural consequences. Bringing religion won't save you. The storm you created. To read the damn room. The jokes really are writing themselves. So is BTF, when he's trying to get this audience, is this the audience he's trying to capture, the black audience? Because it seemed like they're not receiving it.
This whole thing with this video that you have up there, I just think that this is part of the image or his the way he's perceived to the public. They want to change it. It's his team. In all honesty, I think that they have him locked down and high as a Georgia pine.
Oh, okay.
And they're just because you haven't seen, you see these things like he puts out this comment, but we haven't seen him since Miami, right?
Right.
Now I know I've never seen him ride no bike like in the public. I thought that was
it. It was that one day when they were doing the raids, right? That was it.
Yeah.
And that was a stunt.
And it is smart on his part, at least on his team's part, because they don't want him saying anything to anyone.
Yeah, shut your mouth. Shut up.
Right. Right, because they know who he is. He got, because this is something, even 50 done said it, a few people done said it. He said when Diddy be off his stuff, he don't even realize what he be saying. And it's true. It's been so many times I'm like, whoa, wait, do he realize what he just said? He don't be knowing sometimes, especially when I'm gonna say he's on a galaxy. He just be saying some off the wall stuff. So they like, look, sit here, like you said, sit here, take this and relax. We got this.
Yeah.
And do the photo ops when they need to do the photo ops.
Now, go ahead.
And don't tell me that a lot of those people that are in his circle, like his chief of staff and other people, like even this TD Jakes, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being cooperating witnesses if they aren't already.
Got it. Now I would say, looking at these comments, maybe the gossip worldly people can see behind the smoke screens and they're not with it. But I do know that the shade room is not a representation of everybody. And I can see some religious people having the standpoint of, hey, he is surrendering to God, and that's all that matters. Let God work it out and deal with it. We cannot believe in all these he say rumors, the devil of all this gossip. And I can see them, giving forgiveness and redeeming him. Like they did so many other in the past. So I think that this message probably would not hit, the worldly people in the gossip because they probably can see through it. But I think a certain group is looking at this, and anytime you put religious on it, it gives them more compassion and saying, hey, maybe this time he will see the right way and he will leave the worldly hip hop alone and get his life right.
Well, that's not gonna stop him from being prosecuted if he did these things.
Well, of course not. But like you said, Rashida, it was not about the prosecution. It was about the people point of view or the people thoughts, right?
Right. So I
Well,
think that, but even with the prosecution, if it comes out that he really did it, they not whether the church forgives him. Like at the end of the day, God got the last say. That's what they say, right? He could only be judged by them. But people can choose not to deal with him anymore if they find out that these allegations is 100% facts. Because of the way he did it so long, and the only reason he went to the church is because he got caught. So is he sorry that he did it, or he's sorry that he got caught?
Well, ask that for the pastors that were convicted of murking people, and the congregation still stuck with them.
They did not just murk them, but even,
Right.
did things, all types of crazy things,
Right. So
and that's why I
with
say they
that,
the biggest
the
hypocrites.
people of church will always stand. They don't matter what the government says. Because, like you said, there's a difference in government and state. It don't matter what he's been convicted of, as long as he is pumping out the rhetoric of Jesus and Christianity or whatever religion he to subscribe to. As long as he's pumping it out, they will support. I mean, we have seen this before.
And let's look at it this way also. If he does end up in federal court, the religious people aren't going to be chosen as jurors. I'm
They
talking
not.
about this specific group, because if you're either pro him or anti him, you're not going to be chosen as
True.
part of the jury.
And let's be clear, the church protects their own.
That's true.
Yes.
He has not been. He just started. What? Yeah, he was rubbing elbows with him, right? And whatever else he was rubbing with him, but
Mhm.
allegedly. But like, the fact of the matter is, with TD Jakes, he's not gonna get the same treatment that they're gonna do for TD Jakes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I don't know, but it's just Puffy got this thing with him that every 10 to 15 years he try to reinvent himself, but it turns out he end up being the same person. Not saying that nobody can't change, but why do you choose to change once everything comes out about you? That's not genuine.
Well, that's what most people do. And that's when most people get redeemed and they have different stories behind it. But I've never seen Diddy change. I know he may change his name, but to me, it seemed like he's the same person with the same hip hop and the same stuff and the same dances. I don't see a difference.
Well, we gonna see what happens in the next year or two.
No, but
How
I
much?
think that he's using this as a play. I don't think he changed. I don't think he will ever change. And I don't think that religion can change him. But if he needs to hide behind it for his protection, I think he would do it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I want to know if they're going to allow him to hide behind them, because he's not. It's not like he has been a part of their world this whole time this stuff was going on. He hasn't been a part of their world. It was more so he had them. I'm not gonna say them because it's a lot of people in these
Right.
churches that really
It's
believe in their pastors.
just like
But
KFC. You're gonna have a lot of people just like KFC that's gonna support and want to hear him out. And you just gonna have, I mean, the church people, they cannot be all put into a one box. They all are
yeah,
with different
that's
minds.
why I didn't say
Some
that.
people are,
Yeah,
people are not. So
right.
we just have
I
to
was gonna I was gonna say that he had TD Jakes convert to his world more than TD Jakes converted him to his world. Do that make sense?
that makes sense. And it seems like the new church are different more so than the older church or where I came from. They
Yeah.
blend worlds together. You got a lot of religious people doing hip hop. I don't think hip hop should blend with, religious music, keep it separate. But I guess they want to sound like the world to attract more people. And it sounds like it's more popularity than being something that's sacred. It seemed like it's more a popularity contest.
Yeah. Cause I feel like if he have to keep fighting and fighting, if this is gonna go on for a long time, when he's stripped down and he doesn't have money and the popular opinion is not in his favor, who's gonna be there to protect him when he doesn't have anything to offer them? You get what I'm saying?
Offer
Well,
who?
at that
Uh,
point, he's disposable.
Right. Because we, like, at the end of the day, it all started when he was at his height of his career. He was bringing in so much money, and I don't mean him personally,
You
but
talking about TD Jakes or Diddy?
no, Diddy. He had an ear for talent. The music that his artist was pumped. It was great. Like he had so many different, he was bringing that money in. He was an investment. So they protected him at all costs. And then he slowly, with the world changing, you know, he slowly started slipping away from the limelight. He wasn't as relevant. He still was relevant, but nowhere near the magnitude of the late 90s,
Yeah, the
2000.
whole world has changed.
The whole world.
That was popular back in those days, you don't hear from them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's only a select few that can keep up with the current. But
Right.
the world changed, and the world gonna stay changing and spinning.
Space changing.
Popular today, they're not gonna be popular in 10 years. It's gonna be a whole different world. And that's how life goes. It always change shit.
So I want to know who's going to protect him now that he's more of a bill than an investment.
I think religion, I always see religion. I think one thing I know that we love a redemption story. We love to protect and get the bad guy saved. We love that testimony.
I mean, but if they really are repenting and they really are sorry and they really do mean it.
It's a story. They like a good story, just like Andre Cardwell when he got delivered. All those pastors, they was all around. They were so happy he got delivered.
Oh, I love that line he used.
But it was about the story. It was about them having the power to get deliverance. You would think if they're so religious and they had discernment, they would see that Andre Cardwell was pulling a damn card.
I mean, as soon as he said it, I cracked up so bad. I said, he don't like that no more. Oh, okay.
Well,
I didn't know you could turn it off that easy.
Tony, how you doing? I know you've been waiting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your take on everything?
Okay, so the take, I want to go back to the issue of the court case, because on the filing that Lil Rod has, where the corrections was made, is case number 24STCVQ8571. If you go on the federal site, you could find that case number. Okay.
Did you hear that, Rashida? Did you write it down?
I'm looking for my, hold on.
It was 24STCVQ8571.
Yes.
And you said what site?
That's on the federal court website. You could pull the court files from there.
And this case number is the newer documents.
It's the case number in some. Okay.
It's the newer document, right?
It's the case number in some. Just because you amend the case, your case number does not change. It's the same case number.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So in this particular day that this hearing was done, this is the day that the judge recommended Blackburn a federal bar complaint be done against him. Let me get the date for you. Somebody just asked for it.
I asked for the date. So after this, I definitely wanted to hit on that.
The date.
Go ahead, Tony.
The date of the original filing was 11/23/23, and at 2:42 p.m.
Got it. So that was November the 23rd, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And the amended date.
Got it. Okay.
Well, anyway, the file is there, but I got sent the copy of it, and that's how I have it.
I'm gonna need you to send me that number whenever you get a chance. Type it
I'll
in.
I'll do that. I'll do that. And so going back to Bishop Jake's name was not removed from the case at all because there was no action filed against Bishop Jakes. He was just mentioned as he was mentioned by Little Rod. However, the reason they entertain keeping Bishop Jake's name in there is because of the other stuff that's going on. And I keep telling y'all over and over, this case is not about Lil Rod at all.
Got it. So let's just get clarification. Is TD Jakes getting sued in the lawsuit?
Not in the Lil Rod's lawsuit. No, there is another lawsuit that is being filed maybe this week.
We don't know that. So let's not put that until that comes out. So as of today, TD Jakes is not being sued in the lawsuit.
No, he's not being sued in the lawsuit.
Never sued in the lawsuit.
He was never sued in the lawsuit.
Okay. BTF
He just was named in it.
Yeah, TD Jakes is just mentioned in the frame of the documents, not as a defendant.
Only as a participant.
Yes. I don't know what website to go to because it's telling me that I've got to have Pacer, and I don't have Pacer.
Yeah, that's how you have to get it, through Pacer.
Okay, then I can't get it. I don't have Pacer.
It's not for the public then?
You have enough credentials to get it, GG.
No, but I'm not talking about me, but I'm talking about the public. Like
I don't know if the public can get all of those, but you have to sign up for Pacer in order to get it.
Okay, so this is where your information is coming from. So what else did you have to say? What are you going to say?
So the whole thing about separation of church and state, there is nowhere in the Constitution where it says separation of church and state. It is, that phrase is an oxymoron. It's commonly used, but there is no such provision in the U.S. Constitution of separation of church and state. People say it, but it's not. If you research the Constitution, there is no bylaw in there of separation of powers of church and state at all in the U.S. Constitution. Doesn't exist. Okay. So the other thing is, y'all got to remember, Diddy has been using the churches for a long time. Back in 2003, after the World Trade Towers fell, he was living in the Hamptons at the time, and he was going to Bishop Boyd's church where Juanita Bynum was. And Juanita Bynum is the source that directly linked him to Bishop Jakes. And this was before the trial where Shine went to prison. And I know that factually because I was sitting in the congregation. So, and the other thing is, the Kim Porter, Bishop Jakes did the service for that, for Diddy. So this didn't just start. This is a long history of them two. And Gigi, did you hear about one other thing about that particular situation that I never heard until this week?
No.
The box was purchased before the demise.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
What are you guys talking about?
Well, I didn't know if I could say the words, so that's why I said.
Her box, yeah, her burial.
Oh, her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard that the casket.
Yeah.
That was 2 weeks before she had passed away because they knew that she was going to pass away for cancer. They said that it was something with that cancer got dealing because her mama got cancer.
She didn't have cancer though.
No, she didn't have cancer.
Oh, well, that's what people are saying. That
they released her autopsy report, and there's no cancer in that autopsy report.
I
The
believe
first
you. I'm
one
just saying
said
that's what people are
poison.
saying. They said that her mom died from stage 4 cancer.
Her
So
mom.
some people
Yes.
are saying that she also had cancer as well. I'm not saying it's true. That's just what the streets are saying.
No,
Oh no.
that's not true.
Her two autopsy report. The first one said poison. The second one said she had pneumonia.
That's correct. And the first person that did the autopsy died suddenly. Oh, excuse me. I said the
Well,
wrong.
yeah. After that, after he did that autopsy, he got fired. They hired the new guy, and not too long after that, he passed. Yep.
Okay.
So what happened with that?
All right. So I also wanted to, before, because I know we run out of time, I did want to hit on Jeezy. And just to let you guys know, a rapper just got into a big brawl. I believe his name is Jim Jones. He just got taken out by two men at the airport. And
I,
What?
everybody is
I
talking about that fight. And it's all over the internet. Just to let you know, Jim Jones got dogged.
somebody just
The one that's married to
no.
Chrissy?
Yeah, they
Yes.
said that he beat up two guys at the same time. That's what just popped up on my thing.
Well,
That he
people gonna say one thing or another, but when I'm looking at, well, maybe I don't know. I just see two people on one. So
Yeah, it looks like TMZ must have released something. Jim
yeah.
Jones brawls with two men on airport escalator.
Yep, that's what just popped up.
So maybe he did get him, Rashida, because I do see them got some, some stuff on their face.
Well, yeah, that's Jimmy. Jimmy don't play that. He got
Yeah,
handwork.
he ain't one to jump on.
Did he
Nope, he
ever
sure
marry
ain't.
her? Did he ever marry Chrissy?
Yeah.
Nah, they did get married.
Yeah, they got married. I
When?
thought they did.
Oh, go ahead, Chrissy. I thought they were
Oh, there's
still.
there's there's video.
Yeah, I'm not.
I,
I'm not gonna play that video.
mhm.
I didn't know. When did they get married? BTF, Jim Jones
Oh,
and
I
Chris.
don't know if they ever got married, but I
I
know
think
that they've been together
I
forever.
I think it's been 3 years, three or 4 years now. They were married.
Was it on the internet?
No, it was on TV.
Okay, well, I'm reading here. This was December 2023. Despite the engagement, the couple did not get married anytime soon.
Oh well,
So
they
they're
was
not married.
okay. I thought they did because I thought I know it was on
Well,
TV.
according to Google search, no, they're not married.
Okay, I thought they got married.
Yeah, Tony and BTF, they're not married. You guys got that?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. They were together so long on that show. And the last thing I remember was the house that they had in Jersey, I believe,
Yeah, yeah.
was foreclosed on.
I guess Jim Jones, maybe he don't believe in marriage. Maybe, he felt
Well,
like.
somebody got tossed down that escalator.
Yeah. So going here, Jeezy, he came out today and he says Jeannie Ma is trying to tarnish his name because he didn't want to have another baby with her. And I felt that these allegations was kind of far. Like she didn't even want the baby in the first place. But you're telling me she's doing all this because you didn't want to have a baby with her, Rashida.
She was doing IVF.
So do you think she was forcing him to have another baby?
I think that she thought that when. All right, so he apparently has receipts of him telling her that he had already not filed it in court, but he already pulled up the documents for them to get a divorce. So all of that, we heard that she was blindsided about a divorce. He said he has proof to show that she knew about it. And she thought that having another baby will help, because he said if our relationship don't change and our marriage don't get better, I'm filing for divorce. So I think she thought having another baby would help their
How does
marriage.
she think that, girl. Shit.
That's
They were
how,
doing
why
fine.
other women think that, Gigi. I
Rashida,
don't know.
they were doing fine before the damn baby. It seemed like when the baby came, then that's when it got more worse.
That's,
Make
yeah.
And then somebody said that is his problem. He wanted her next. So they're not believing him. People are saying in the comment section, I mean, she is his wife. What's wrong with requesting another baby? And what is wrong with that, Tony? What do you
Well,
think when the relationships are going sour
Yeah.
and you have a woman that says it's nothing wrong for a wife to request another baby when the relationship is going sour? What are your thoughts?
Well, there's nothing wrong with the woman or man requesting another child. However, common sense will say if you're having problems, maybe that's not the time to look at having one. But I think Jeannie might. To me, that seems a little suspect that she would want another child. I mean, she just. I don't know. I don't know. At first, I used to have a lot of respect for that young lady, and then after seeing things between her and Jeezy, I don't know. I can't. At first, I was looking at him side eyed, but now I'm looking at her side eye.
I mean, her first husband wanted children and she didn't.
Right.
Then she get with him, and you know what I'm thinking? This could be so far fetched, but I think the only reason why she had married him and had kids with him in the first place was to spite her ex-husband. Her ex-husband. That's just how I feel. I think
I
she
feel the
still in
same
her
way.
head got some type of competition with this man.
I feel the same way. It has to be something like that because it just don't seem normal with this young lady as to why. I just it don't make sense to me. It just really doesn't. And I'm wondering, and here's another thing. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't believe he put his hands on her. I believe those injuries came from that go-kart, the golf cart,
I
just like
mean,
they
but
said.
he did.
You
He
really
did. I
think
believe
Jenny
that he
lie?
did crash it though.
Huh?
Do
I
you really
believe.
think Jenny Ma would lie?
I'm gonna say this. I cannot call the young lady a liar because I don't know her. I only seen her on TV. I don't know. I don't know her. However, my inner gut feeling tells me that he ain't all wrong.
Well, he did post these messages on the screen, and she sent him these messages and she gave him dates. She says, tomorrow is when my eggs do what they do. So you got one job, Captain.
That's that, and that shows that she was
Something's not
trying
right.
to have right. She
Yeah.
was trying. She was thinking when he said, "Look, I'm gonna divorce you if we can't get this straight." And from how he's saying it, it was about her attitude. Because I also pulled up a video. He did an interview, and this is before they were going south, and he was speaking about her, and he was like, look, let me explain something. I need y'all to stop acting like my wife is a laid back type of wife. He wasn't talking bad about her. She's not laid back like y'all think she is. She from whatever part of California she grew up in. He was like, she's about that life. Like, she will pop off real quick. And I think that with him being how he is, needing to control things, her wanting to control everything, he was telling her, look, you either be more submissive to me, whatever it was he wanted, or I'm gonna file for a divorce. She thought, oh, baby, that'll do it. That's what I really feel. She said she went behind his back and started doing IVF. He said she paid thousands of dollars to start this. And he was like, no, I'm not giving you no another baby.
Okay, Rashida. Okay. So you're saying that she wanted a baby because she wanted to stick this relationship out. She's an independent woman. Do you think she's an independent woman, or she's one of those women she has to be in a relationship to feel validated?
I don't think she's an independent woman.
Okay,
I don't I
independent.
think
I think
yeah,
she's needy.
she need yeah, that's what I feel too. She's needy.
She's
Yeah,
relationship needy. Not
right.
she's
Not as
relationship
far as
needy.
finance, because she
Yeah.
takes care of, she can hold her own when it comes to finances.
Yeah.
I don't think she really needs a man for money. Not saying that she wouldn't get money out the deal, but I think it's more of a she has abandonment issues.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
why
Can I
won't she
can I
just submit? But go ahead, BTI.
I just have a question. Um and I'm not too familiar with this, but that text that you have up there, that's not how in vitro works. In vitro is she's got to shoot herself up with hormones until it's a prime date for them to go in and retrieve her eggs. And then he has to submit his portion,
Yeah,
and then they create embryos.
yeah.
This is saying I'm ovulating, basically.
Yeah, and I think he denied. That's what he was saying. She wanted to have a baby. He told her no, so she went behind his back and started doing IVF. That's what he said.
But if she started doing IVF, it 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 it's not that he could come home and do her and she's going to get pregnant. That's not how it works.
No,
Right. They got to do it through the doctor.
they got a plan.
Yeah.
Right. So she must have tried to get the ball rolling and tried to convince him, and he said no. Because he didn't. It didn't happen. So obviously he didn't give up anything for it to happen.
But for
And
her
he
to be
filed for
doing,
divorce.
but
Right.
for her to do IBF, somebody's got to have somebody. There's a donor somewhere.
Well, what I'm saying is, was the first child IVF?
I don't know.
I
Because what
doubt
I'm
it.
saying is, usually, if that's the process they had to do to have a child, they would have,
What's the date
more than
on it?
one embryo
It's a
on
date
the
on ya.
frozen.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
So she
Oh,
wouldn't
I
have
get
to
what you're
have
saying. She wouldn't need him
exactly.
because he already gave it up for the first one.
Yeah, because when they
So she's still.
first retrieve your eggs, they retrieve as many as they can. It could be 10,
You
20,
right.
30.
You
And then
right.
with his contribution, they will create, it could be 10, 20 embryos that then you then maybe insert
Damn.
one or two.
Yeah.
But
So
and
why
they
she,
would
just
you have to?
they just put them on hold.
So
Do you remember
but
this was 2 years ago too. You see the date?
wait,
Too?
I have a question now because this
Why
is
is he
so
showing
much
stuff 2
tea.
so,
years ago?
so does
Why?
that now
Gigi.
mean that they're going to fight over embryos?
But wait a minute, y'all. I got a question. Was it that because when you do IVF, right? Most of the time when you do IVF, it's because you have issues with getting pregnant.
Yes.
The natural. So was it that with her first husband, it wasn't that she didn't want kids, she couldn't freaking have them?
Could be.
It would make sense.
That's it. And that'll
It would
cause
make
people to break up.
sense.
That will send people left big time.
So I would believe if they did do in vitro with the first child, that in their divorce proceedings they should be talking about the
Separation of eggs.
disposal of the embryos.
That's correct.
Because it would make sense. She probably didn't want to tell her first husband that she could not conceive children. Because she probably thought he would leave her, which he ended up doing anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say he left her. He left her
But
like a
then when
hot potato.
she came into the relationship telling him, and he was willing to do it this way,
She had
because
a big.
I thought IVF is only for those who have a hard time with conceiving naturally.
Well,
In
you have
some
some
cases.
women, because you have some women that do it just because they don't want to have the general relations with a man.
But this is her husband, so why?
Yeah, but
do-
you have other women of other persuasions, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
ref-
get
they
that.
refuse to sleep with a man, and they do it that way.
And
Wow.
With
you have women that are single, and then when they reach a certain age, let's say in their mid 30s, they just decide to freeze their eggs.
hmm But
Yeah.
I think Rashida's saying that's not, Jeannie's case. So she's trying to really figure out Jeannie's
Right. Because
stuff.
if she's head over heels for this man, she's in love with him. They're in a beginning stages. This is the honeymoon phase.
I
Uh-huh.
don't think I don't think she's
Why
head
would they
over
have
heels.
to do?
The way it's looking now, from the way we breaking it down, she's head over eggs. She wants to have a child. Period. With her, that's
So
what
they
this
it
is.
might be it might be a fight over eggs, and that part hasn't came out yet.
Well, embryos, yeah.
Well, embryos, and so that would mean that, yeah, they would have to see how that would work, because if she has control over it, then she still can have a baby by him
No,
technically.
she
Well, she's
can't.
not gonna have
She
control
can't.
over it. She can't. Yeah,
She
he got to
can't.
agree.
Because I don't know if you remember, if you know who Sofia Vergara is.
Yep.
I heard of her,
Her
yeah.
first
I,
husband, not the Joe guy that she ended up marrying, but her first husband, when they divorced, they had embryos. And by law, when you divorce, they're supposed to be disposed of. But the husband took her to court to say he still wanted kids. And they fought it out, and she won, and they were disposed of.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to have the approval of both. So even if, yes, it is her egg, but it's her egg mixed with his sperm. So even if she's got 10 embryos on ice right now, she can't have any of them.
That's like in some states where if you're married, you have to get your husband's approval if you want to get your tubes tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah, makes sense.
Because
But
you're
it's the same
denying
for
you.
him too.
Yeah, it's
He
the same
can't
for him
say I
too.
want to use a surrogate.
Right.
Goes both ways.
Okay.
all right. So moving on. Where am I going? So Keisha Cole, she was out here yesterday and she had to fight for her man. So it looks like Gloss Up. This is a girl that has been with Keisha Cole's boyfriend recently, and she wanted to tell Keisha Cole that your man ain't your man because she was just with him the other night, and she didn't even know that he was with Keisha Cole until Keisha Cole exposed him to the world that they're together. And that's why she said what she said. So I want to listen to
I'm
Glow.
gonna say that. Y'all know how y'all have somebody and y'all just don't be sure, but y'all don't take them serious because you're not sure. You feel me? That's what it was. So really, yeah, it's on both sides ends, honestly, because neither one of us was taking each other serious because we didn't believe each other. That's really what it was, because I didn't believe him and he didn't believe me. No, we don't go together. I have a whole, well, I kind of got a boyfriend. Well, I delete the post because he was gonna keep my ass. Yeah, I'm not slow. I'm not delusional. I know how.
Yeah, you
So
delusional.
that's part of the reason. Like when I was moving on, like that's the part of the reason I was like doing my own damn thing because I knew what it was. You feel me? I don't got no boyfriend. Like I got a boyfriend, but y'all know how this shit is. The shit rocky right now. But
He tried to see you, and you told him that you had a boyfriend at the studio. We was finalizing the EP, and then after that, we started getting word that we couldn't put the video out. From his label,
but I still was going to see him.
but you still went to see him to talk about it.
I ain't talk about it. We laid up.
But I thought
Oh,
y'all
go
definitely
ahead,
talked about it.
Oh
I
girl.
remember
y'all
you text him.
show him the video. I showed him the video. I
Yeah.
did. So we
Keisha
was laying
Cole,
up.
you hearing this, Keisha?
First of all, when y'all talking about something, I knew he got a girl.
So Keisha Cole, your man is already cheating on you. She said they effed and laid up, Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole. Okay, Rashida, what's your thoughts?
Um, I seen this video and I seen Keisha Cole video. I'm thinking that,
What did Keisha
um,
Cole say? Did she get on video?
yeah, she went live
Oh,
and she was laughing and she was like, "What?" She was like, "I just want to know, are y'all coming to my live because y'all trying to check on me?" And she was laughing. She was like, "Am I supposed to be distraught right now?" Like, yeah, she was very much so given that vibe. I think that this guy is 24 and this girl is 26. And Keyshia need to leave these kids alone and let them go play and go live her best grown adult beautiful life.
That's a fact. But I tell you, I don't know how that fella can fool around with Keyshia Cole with what he fooled around with, because that ain't. I don't.
Stop throwing shade, Tony.
There ain't no shade. Ugly is ugly. That thing is ugly. Lord, I lied. That girl ain't ugly. Let me take that back. She ugly.
But
you gonna drop Keyshia? You gonna mess around with Keyshia Cole for that? 30 seconds with Keyshia Cole, I'm gonna be the happiest man of my life. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Hell, 10.
But I'm not even mad at her. The fact that, all right, he's 24, whatever. Maybe she wants somebody that's gonna, have that time to give her the time that she wants. But you don't have to claim it. You can just get what you need and keep it pushing. You ain't gotta claim nothing though.
Well, maybe she ain't want to mess with the Viagra either. We'll see, Alex.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
hey,
obviously
look, I'm gonna
she
tell you,
want hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, she want hours. And fellas my age, we ain't got but 10 good pumps. That's it.
Rashida, I'm on her page, and all I see her is jumping up in the air with a bikini on.
No, she went live. She was inside of they was like at
blog talks. They ain't picking it up because I'm sure going to these blog talks and they're not picking it up. So I'm just
look at.
No, I want to take your word for it.
I'm trying to think of her name, but she was with her son and her friend, and they was at she was drinking. They was at a coffee shop or something like that.
So, in the audience, do y'all feel bad for Keyshia Cole? Press 1 if you feel bad for her. Press 5 if you don't. I feel like you get what you deserve, Keyshia Cole. Shit, you roll up with niggas like that, and what do you expect? And shit, I think you should be thankful that Big Loss came up and let you know what your nigga doing, because he ain't gonna let you know what he doing. And that's supposed to be your best friend. That's supposed to be your ride or die. That's supposed to be your confidant. And who knows what Big Loss got? Shit, your ass can get some shit too. Yeah. So, but you don't give a damn. You rolling with this nigga, you know what it is. But BTF, what's your thoughts about this?
I think that this is her normal. This is what she knows.
Right. Did you know, BTF, she was dealing with Jeezy too, and Jeezy was bopping up beside the head. Keyshia Cole.
And again, if you've been in dysfunctional relationships and you continue to, it's almost like you don't see it. It's normal to you.
You know, BTF, she was also with Antonio Brown, and you know he's a dog ass man.
He dogged her, Gigi. He dogged. He talked so much junk to the other dudes about her. He dogged her.
Maybe this turn her on. The fact.
Well, what about the guy that she was really in love with? Did he beat her also?
He cheated.
No. It was just infidelity.
So there may be another element that she lost her true love and she feels she needs to be punished.
What?
Yeah.
No, people. That's a psychological thing that is very real, and it's very real. People really do suffer from that. I've heard people say, "Oh well, he or she is just my karma," and they deal with it.
You know, I think there's two things. There's one part where she has a physical attraction to a certain type of guy, and maybe a subconscious attraction to somebody that's not going to treat her right.
Well, you know, I could say this here. Most of those Atlanta artists are people that are both ways. You know, they
They like men and women.
They're like men and women.
Okay.
So there might be a whole nother side of that story we're just not apprised of, because now that I'm thinking about it, Keyshia Cole and K. Michelle used to hang around a lot. And we know we know what K. Michelle do. She ain't no shame in her game at all. So a lot of these.
Keyshia from Oakland, though.
Yeah, but she used to hang around in Atlanta a lot.
Oh yeah. I mean, but
it was like
I
Atlanta
think
was almost home for her.
that's true. And I mean, she could have swung that way, but I don't think that's what
I mean, if she do
her
like
go-to is.
Now, the fact of the matter is that Keyshia Cole, she is upset that this girl came out saying that she slept with her man. And Keyshia Cole don't like that. And Big Gloss Glow, she feeling like, well, hell, I didn't know he was with her seriously. And they were just dealing with each other yesterday or the other day, having dealings with each other. So for me, is this nigga ain't crap, okay? And Keyshia Cole, you too
What
old
the,
in this bullshit. You
but
too
Gigi,
old.
Please
want to
come get
know
me,
what
Keyshia.
she.
Come
I
get
want to
me.
know what she said, or
Please.
what she said about this girl that why everybody thinks she mad.
Okay, what are you saying, Rashida? I didn't understand what you just said.
So the girl came out and said that she was with him last night.
Gloss
What
up.
did
Gloss up.
gloss up? How did Keyshia Cole show that she was angry about it?
Oh, you defending Keyshia Cole. That's cool.
No. I'm asking because I didn't see it. I only seen one video. So now I want to go back and see the video where she's saying like, or acting as if it's bothering her.
Yeah, but I know that shit bothering her. Wouldn't it bother you?
Not if he was just a piece, no.
Child.
But if it was somebody that I was feeling, yeah.
She came out with that man. Why would you want to associate with a man that's out here freaking off with everybody? Keyshia Cole, she old school. Man for her image. She already got a reputation of being with so many dog ass niggas. Why she need more?
It depends on
her music.
That's that syndrome, though. That's that syndrome.
It does depend on if that's her only dude. Because if she has multiple dudes as well, then this might not bother her as bad.
Damn, Krishan. Keyshia, so you said you got a lot of dudes.
Not a lot, but what I'm saying is if this is not her soul, like she's not just dealing with him.
So why come out with him then?
Come out with him how is what I'm saying. I didn't see. Like, did she say this was her man?
She came out. That's my boo. That's why everybody talking about it.
Well, Gigi, if she stayed with the first guy
in the cut. I'm sorry. I think Keyshia got somebody in the cut. I don't think that's true.
If she does have somebody in the cut, she ain't putting that person on the cut on. Is she going around showing all her men? No, she's not. Something special about this one, because why are you putting out here like y'all together? You hugging and kissy. And that's why everybody is talking about it.
Because Keyshia didn't have the reputation of doing that. So you got a point.
This other girl is doing the same thing because that's what it seemed like, because she's blasting about how she laid up and having sex with him, but she got a man.
Well, she just said she don't got a man. She said her man is off. Her man is off.
Yeah, because
she contradicted herself in this whole interview. Because first she said, "I got a man." Well, I kinda got a man. Oh well, no, she dealing with. But she kept saying, "Oh, I told him I was dating somebody that I had a boyfriend."
Yeah, and then she ended it by saying if she didn't take off of Facebook or whatever, off of social media,
he was gonna go upside her head.
Go upside her head. So you know what? So with that being said, I don't know if I can even trust what this girl's saying. She might be Lulu for lollipops.
But anyway, like they said in the comments, Keyshia too old to be dealing with this bull crap.
That is true. That is true because he's 24 years old. I
You can
have a
come get
son
you can
his
come get
age.
me, Keisha. You
Well,
can come
not
get
because he's
me.
And that's
24,
true.
No,
he's
no,
24
yes,
very
it's
mature, but he's a knucklehead. If he was 45 and still acting like this, Keisha Cole too old to be dealing with 45, 50-year-old knucklehead.
that's
I'm a
true, but I'm just
I'm
saying it
available,
because
Keisha.
I have a 24-year-old child. Keisha Cole is 1 year older than me. I don't want never want to deal with nobody that's the age of my son. What? No, it's too creepy for me. It's too close for comfort. If I'm old enough to be your mama, I don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna want me to do things as if I'm your mother and not your girl. You gonna want like mommy issues. Like I don't know. No, no, no. It's too creepy for me. I ain't
Well,
dating no dude the
Cole,
same age as my son.
Cole ain't feeling that way because she always had a thing for young dudes because her last baby daddy is a young dude. So that's that on that.
Well, she can step up and get an
And,
old dude. I'm
and
willing. I'm ready. I'm single. Come on with it,
Look,
Keisha.
he playing.
and
Keisha.
and
I'm
and
uh,
and
I,
Gigi,
Yes,
all I
BTA.
was saying was that if the first guy that she was with that she really loved, he cheated on her left and right, and she stayed with him for a long time.
That's
And
what they
then you said her consecutive boyfriends, they took their hands on to her, and she did keep them for a while, right?
say. Yeah.
So this guy, I don't know if he's putting his hands on her, but he's cheating on her, and she's sticking by him.
Yeah, because Big Gloss Glow, she was dealing with him, and she like abusive men look like. So
yeah.
you know they
But
probably like the same type. Big
And
Gloss,
some
they all got the same type. They like the same
you
type.
right.
and what I'm saying is, to her, it's not abnormal to stay with a guy that cheats.
I guess you're right, cause all of them cheated on her ass, hell, right? So it's
And
normal.
then
Hey,
on top of that, you have some females who like I've literally heard, I could only go by what I hear and what I see. I've literally heard women that said they like men that cheat because it kind of keep them on their toes because it's like a competition. Well, I bet you she ain't do it like this. I bet you she ain't do it. I've heard this.
Turn them on. Some people like to stay in jealous mode. It keeps
And
them
you,
interested.
yeah, you have men like that too. They call them, is it
Yeah,
green hat something? Green hat something.
yeah, you're right. So is
Yeah.
that and that's what Keisha Cole is?
That's what it seemed like. If you, Gigi, come on. You know, the most of us be
Said
on
that.
it,
Well, she never came out and said that. So
but the
maybe
most of us be on it like, oh, if he cheat, I'm out. So to be with a man that cheats
well, hold on,
constantly,
Rashida. Most people say that, but they still be there when that nigga cheat. So that's some bullshit. But I will say, if she is like that, she have not come forward to make it seem like she's like that. Maybe she wanted to be a secret, maybe to keep. I don't know. At this point, we speculating. But I just want to
you
let
remember.
y'all know I enjoyed you guys. I'm going to end the show. Thank you, Tony. Thank you,
you're
BTF. Thank
welcome.
you, Rashida. And
Thank you, Gigi.
sorry, I was
thank
not
you.
anytime. And I thank y'all. Goddess, I'm sorry I'm not able to get your opinion on this matter, but maybe next time. All right. And I'm out, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Later.